There we go. All right. I believe we are live now while I'm still tinkering with cameras.
Hello.
Hello. I'm seeing an ad, so who knows at this
Yeah,
point.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I was on the channel. I was waiting for it to post up, and it didn't show for me. So my camera needs to move.
Which got
Well,
update.
yeah.
No, I
Everything's
needed to
off.
move it because it was not centered, not for what you're talking about.
Oh no. Shadowed, what I'm seeing, this has come up for me now. The stream has now come up. I think this looks beautiful. I think we're good here with
Oh,
what it looks
okay,
like.
yeah.
It totally is great. Everyone's fully on center.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, they can see my Christmas tree now. Hey, you can see it. The joke is actually visible finally.
Actually, no. They don't see your Christmas tree.
I can see it on stream right now.
I see it.
Well, at the moment, but they won't.
No.
Yeah.
He's removing it from existence.
I'm gonna slowly start moving it an inch forward every single time that we stream until it's fully like right next to me.
At some point, you need to, once you've moved it all the way to like right behind you, you need to just replace yourself with a Christmas tree. Like
There will
still
be a
be on stream, like you're hidden underneath the tree speaking and all, and rolling dice as needed, but we all see the tree, just the tree.
That's 100% doable. I'm here for it. I actually had to put the tree away because I had guests and I didn't want them to see that I still had the Christmas tree out. And so I just picked it up and I moved it and then I moved it right back for the stream because
I was gonna say, did you throw a blanket over it?
no, I just picked it up and I put it in my room, just in the center of my room, which looked very awkward. But you know, it's fine. No one was in there.
Dealing with Drew.
Fiddling with a bunch of cameras. Isn't it fun, Shadow?
There we go.
The things you do for the love of this group of individuals.
That should be better. I'm a
Yeah, it looks
tyrant.
good.
Am I a tyrant? I don't think I'm a tyrant.
Christmas trees seem to think so.
Yeah, you did kind of just eliminate the Christmas tree, but it's okay, I guess.
Okay. So, welcome to a new session of the Arvanaut Community D&D, which is the Shadow Crew Adventures campaign DOS. Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I am Shadowed Mage. I am the host and for this, and I am also the Dungeon Master. And I am joined by some lovely people who are my players. We have had one player who was Echo Alpha underscore X5 back out of the campaign due to scheduling and timing kind of issues, which was kind of understandable due to the time zone in which he lives compared to all of the rest of us. So we are sad that he will no longer be joining us, but we will continue on with the remaining four lovely people.
Also, Shadow, I don't mean to cut you off, but the you might want to change the stream info.
Yeah, I
It
was
still
gonna go and
says-
tell Emily to maybe do it to not bug him.
Where is? Was it not updated?
Or was it updated and just not saved?
I went and refreshed the page. It looked like it was still there, so I'll go and double check it again.
No, I mean in OBS because I do that sometimes, where I'll change all the information and then I just won't hit save, so it'll still be the old information even though the new stuff is already in there.
Yeah, I forget. I think I have to go to Arvanelron/dashboard.
Mhm.
No, that took me to mine. Uh-oh. How do I get to... There we go. Stream manager, edit stream info. Here we go. Now, what does he usually put it as?
The hanging Echoed's portrait next to Triffids as the alum in the long hauled history
Mm-hmm.
of our campaigns. Should have a Sarah McLaughlin, I Will Remember You tribute to all of the best plays.
Whoa. No.
Denied.
Fair enough. It's probably
So-
hard to clear the
Sorry,
copyright.
I was reacting to something else.
I was just rolling with it. I was like, nope.
Um,
Now if you refresh the page, you get ads. I was just, why? Why? Why have you done this, Twitch?
It's Arv. He wants to go and milk us for all our money, you know?
done. There we go. Now it should be updated.
I'll refresh.
Oh.
Yep.
It
Oh,
should-
yeah,
You
it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it is.
You don't even need to refresh now. It just shows up. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
the wonders of technology.
I know, right? Back in my day, you had to refresh like 5 times for that to happen.
All right. Yes. So, I was in the middle of I am Shadow Mage. I am host and DM for this, with the Shadow Crew, which I will have them introduce themselves and who they play in this campaign, starting with the person on your screen to the right.
Your left, all right, whatever
yes.
you want to go with.
Which is Yoi.
Hello, hello, Yoi Going Win, also known as Gubby. Today, as always, I am playing Peach Candleheart, who is, and I think I'm going to get the order right this time, an Aarakocra Echo Knight fighter.
Is there a sub race?
Oh, yes, okay. Rewind, forget everything I said. A Barnowl Aarakocra Echo Knight fighter. Thank you.
There you go.
And he loves his father very much, which will definitely not cause any problems whatsoever.
Not at all.
Thank you. Which means then we'll pass it along to Hoodie.
Hi, it's me, Hoodie, the person named with only one name. It's great. Love it. Very simple, concise. The name I'm
Hey,
going by tonight.
I decided not to
Basil.
tease you this time.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate the one. I'll take a freebie. I play Basil Clopperpot, a Lightfoot halfling alchemist artificer, level 3.
Nicely done.
I did it. It's done.
Overachiever.
I panicked about the subrace thing and immediately had to go look it up.
I got you.
Okay. And Tilted Gaming.
Oh yes, hi, hello everyone. I am Tilted Gaming. I'll be playing as 2 separate characters, but don't worry, they are the same race and same class, so it makes it real easy. So I am a Raven Aarakocra that is a Gloomstalker Ranger, and during the day, I will be playing the refined gentleman known as Cruce Swain, and during the nighttime, I will be playing the rough and tumble Vigilante of the Night, also known as the Aviary.
Thank you. And then moving along to Drew.
Hey everybody, I am Drew the Damager, and I will be playing Tam, the elderly artificer wizard. Human. Elderly human. I was the one that fucked it up. Look at that. I have the
I was gonna
easiest
say I
one.
had the cleanest one I've ever done, and
I have the
Basically,
simplest
3 of us
one,
nailed
and I
it.
can't. Yeah. Oh, there it is, right there in chat. That's what I'll be doing. That
yeah.
guy.
Amaran, Rambletown, Tambalan.
Hamaran Rambatan Tambalam.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I didn't practice that because I did.
And let's see. All right. So, in terms of the campaign, um, last time on Shadow Crew Adventures, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, the party had um, that had pressured Volo into coming with them to Trollskull Manor, which he was trying to foist off on them as payment for the quest that they had done. And because he had said it might be haunted, and so then they wanted him to come with them and stay overnight just to see if it was actually haunted before they accepted this deal. And so they inspected Trollskull Manor. They found out that it was indeed technically haunted, but the ghost seems to be mostly friendly after it tried to scare them off kind of at first a little bit. But then they decided that they would take the mansion, as payment for the quest. And then they went and had an appointment to get all the stuff signed over and all that sorted out.
We got the deed signed, and
Yeah.
I think the last thing just before that was that you guys actually got to see my character's full name.
Well, and there was also the touring the neighborhood.
The cul-de-sac.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that was I think the deed sign was at the very end.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, didn't we get snacks or something from that?
Yes, we
Yeah.
got snacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
We magically made tea. We burned a table probably for it. It's no big
Oh,
deal.
we burned a table.
Okay, Tam went ahead and burned a table, and I just took advantage of it, is what we're really saying here.
The
I should go
royal
back
we.
to those guys and get them a new table at some point.
Good news, you can get one at the Bent Nail.
Hey.
I paid attention and took a lot of notes.
And so
Good, because I did.
And now this time, part of figuring out that the ghost was friendly was that they decided that they were going to fix up the mansion and reopen the tavern aspect part of it that is on the first floor.
Yeah, we were deciding, I think, whether we wanted to actually do a business there, or if we were just going to convert it straight to just a living space.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think
But
that's where we were left off at, pretty much.
Yeah, but the ghost friendliness is definitely contingent on making the manor in general nicer.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Because he did ask fix.
Reasonable, considering the state of it is just holes and other things everywhere.
My dad's gonna be so proud of me.
I got a home already at the age of 3.
Yeah. In this economy?
Yeah, crazy.
This is how you know it's a fantasy game. But let's continue.
It's good fun.
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything that any of you would wish to do right away, or is this more of something that you're going to take several days to investigate several different opportunities?
Opportunities for making the house nicer?
Yes.
I would ask my father about it. After telling him that I have bought a house.
No, it was given to us.
Oh yes, after I tell him that I was given a house by a bard who is famous. He privately has a conniption fit that I absolutely do not detect because I love my father and I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Oh man. I've already messaged you separately, shadowed on something I do when the time is appropriate. Let's just go with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
right,
I
right.
would say the first thing that Tam does is start taking a couple hours each day and copying different spells from the spell book that I found.
Okay.
Can I make like a bunch of potions then? Well, so I do genuinely have a because like I'm connected into the crafting guilds in some capacity, even though I'm not exactly. I have parents that can like pull strings, I guess. Is there any way that I can manipulate that
Um.
to like help us with deals? Not necessarily like to get deals, but to at
And
least
considering it's only 1/5 of the amount of guilds we need, right? It's like 5 different guilds we need signatures or something from permits.
Mm-hmm.
because I could spend downtime essentially asking about that and being very coy with my my parents of like, oh, I don't know. I was looking into a really rundown shop. I was thinking about finally moving out and see how they respond to that. Uh, we'll see.
Hopefully, well.
I think you would definitely at least be able to have some kind of like know someone who knows someone who knows someone kind of chain of stuff to uh, be able to get in contact with Hammond Craddock, who is kind of your point of contact for the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild, and Broxley Fairkettle, who would be your point of contact for the Fellowship of Innkeepers.
Look at you getting 2 contacts.
What was the first one again?
Hammond Craddock.
Hammond. I'm just gonna take a wild swing at that last name. It's fine.
It's
Just name him Floon Blagmar and you'll be fine.
There you go.
Every time you've seen me typing, I'm just typing Floon Bagmar over and over and over again.
Craddock, if in case anyone is curious, is Kraddoc.
Okay, I was actually pretty close.
Okay, I put the extra K at the end, but I nailed it.
The other person is Broxley, Broxley.
Ley.
Fairkettle.
Radical.
Tam would likely know the person that is from the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors, considering that he is a part of that guild himself, which is Alcoria Stonemarrow. She's known as the Gargoyle because her face seems to be frozen in a scowl that frightens adults and children alike.
But not our elderly wizard. He's too good for that. He's too macho, honestly.
Yes, no, she was a lovely woman.
Um, so, she is a female shield dwarf archmage.
That's a combo.
Yeah. And she is basically offering her services to perhaps cast glyphs of warding on the place in case you fear of any potential like ruffians or people who might try and steal or rob from you. And also who just kind of like has magic that also protects the neighborhood and the streets around you in general. So she will tend to stop in from time to time just to make sure everything's on the up and up.
That's nice.
How much will that cost?
That's a good question.
The general protection of the neighborhood in general is something she just does as part of her job.
Oh.
Offering to cast the glyphs of warding around the manor. Each glyph of warding will cost 300 gold apiece.
That's a lot more than what we got in the last couple sessions.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I think combined we could maybe afford 3. And that's just glyphs of war. It's not even anything to fix the house.
Also, if you do indeed wish to run a tavern out of the first floor, which is when you might want to talk to Hammond, you would also want to talk to Justin Rask, who is a male human who is scarred and looks a bit thuggish, and he is from the Guild of Butchers, so he would deliver meat once monthly.
And what would the retainer on that be?
So that would be so there is a part here where it's for tavern keeping expenses, regular expenses, which is what that would be a part of. So there is, so running the tavern, regular expenses is 50 gold per 10 day. There are 3 10 days per month. 50 gold per 10 day for maintenance and the wages of any hirelings. So if you need any staff. And there's 10 gold pieces per 10 day for all other guild expenses. So that's the food, like the meat delivery, the beers and ales and whatever from Hammond, that kind of stuff.
So we're looking at around
Now,
110 gold per 10 day, or is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Or
No,
that's
60 gold.
60
No, it
gold.
would be
60,
60.
yeah.
60.
Okay, sorry. I thought
Sorry.
I heard another 50 somewhere there. My
No. But your renovation costs up front for the entire manor, it says it's going to cost 1,000 gold to renovate the tavern over a period of 12 days.
And what about fixing the actual infrastructure of the house, like the walls and
That's
roof?
included in that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just literally the first one, like, scam!
No. that is like bringing everything up to
Code.
yes.
Okay.
Is there any way to renovate the downstairs first to be able to open it so we can start making passive income while also having to pay people?
Yes.
Awesome. That's great news.
You would be looking at just over a third of that for renovating the main floor.
So, like 333.
So
round down, shall
no, I said just over a third. So let's call it 350.
All right.
Taxes.
So-
Trying to
taxes,
snake out that
taxes,
extra
hoodie.
17 gold there, bud, huh?
Of course. So a third of it. So renovation on just the downstairs. How long would that take?
On just the downstairs?
Yeah, on just the tavern area.
3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days, which means by the time renovations were done, would be at the end. Would be nearing the end of the first 10-day period. So, okay. So the upfront cost for getting it open in just that first week is 410 gold.
So you could probably make a deal in which your regular expenses start after you open. So if you take 3 to 4 days to renovate the main floor, then after the end of that first 10-day period, then you can start your regular expenses.
Okay.
Yeah, because renovating it doesn't necessarily mean it's open. It just exists.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
But there is also an upfront cost for guild licenses and contracts.
All right. Yeah.
But
on top of that,
those of you who have guild status already may be able to get a deal.
Hey.
So it says 250 gold for guild licenses and contracts.
I can't talk to my dear sweet
and we
parents
need
about
5 different ones of those, don't we?
4.
4. Okay.
Can I talk to my dad?
I have a feeling those
Dad,
might
can
be
you just
illegal.
lend me a good 250 real quick?
Or more
Actually,
like, Dad, do you know anybody?
yeah, you could.
Because I know my father. Well, I, as Peach, do not know, but I know Peach's dad would have designs if his son was doing all of this stuff.
In which case, I would like your dad
Oh Jesus.
to make both deception and intimidation rolls.
Okay. Hang on. I don't have my dad uploaded yet. I'm gonna upload my dad.
Meanwhile, as we're going around trying to fix up the house, like,
I mean, you should have him in D&D Beyond, in which case...
I do. I meant that his page wasn't open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
welcome to Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Aviary Edition.
Okay, you said deception and intimidation.
Yes.
Deception. Oh, that's not so good.
I will switch
Ooh.
us.
That's a 9 and an 11.
Okay. So for the 9, you can knock off 5 gold from the cost. For the 11, you can knock off 10 gold.
Okay, that's nice.
And that's for that one of the permits.
Yeah, for the upfront cost. Basil, would you like to try and use your connections?
Yeah. I mean, my charisma's 10, so this ain't gonna go great. But yes.
So in your case, I would like a persuasion check.
Oof. This is cut to Basil begging his parents and like an extremely elaborate living room with a bunch of like books and like nice smelling greenery that's out everywhere. They're sipping tea. Basil is just like on the ground, full crying, asking for help. Persuasion.
Please, Mum and Dad, I would like a small pony.
11.
All right, you can knock another 10 gold off.
Cool. So 25 off of
250.
250.
So you're at 10% off now.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Hey, that's better than 0. Let's go.
It's like a podcast coupon code. Great.
Yeah.
Old man, surely you know some people.
Yeah, Tim's got connections, right?
He's been around the block. He's certainly got good connections.
Yeah, he's lived longer than all of us. He must have connections.
Yeah, and actually, in fact, Tam, please make a persuasion check at advantage.
Ooh. Get nat 20. Nat 20. Nat 20. Nat 20.
That's the added advantage. 15.
Still good.
All right. You can knock an additional 20 gold off your costs.
Ooh, nice.
And actually,
And I
realize...
possibly... my connections...
To like the
Maybe-
commissioner. And
Maybe Cruz has something.
Should I make a roll for Belfrin?
Just give me 1 second here. I'm realizing I want to take us over to the other screen for the stream. But that means I have to redo some camera stuff. So, you want to make a roll for Belfred, you said.
Yes. Because he would be my
Um,
one actual good connection.
Let's see. Let me think here. Would Belfred have some connections? Yes, but he's a foreigner. So make your persuasion check at disadvantage.
Lovely.
Yes, in Waterdeep there is racism.
It's
Okay.
brutal to see it gamified.
All right. How do you do it with advantage? So just one clean roll. I don't have to do two.
Does it prompt you when you go to? Oh no.
Because I can just hit the persuasion twice and that'll work. We'll just take the
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one's a 12. The other one's a 16. So a 12. Okay. Yeah. So you can knock another 10 gold off your costs.
Yes.
So
We're
is
under
that
200. Let's go.
A nice round number.
Okay. So, um.
So just the
Now-
straight up renovation and licenses is $550.
Well, so 350 for the tavern for the 3 to 4 days, and then whatever you calculated for all those discounts I just gave you.
Yeah, it would
So-
be 550.
Yeah.
Okay, so gang, do we have 550? That's the question I need to ask.
I
Let me
think
check.
I have 186 because I made 2 potions that cost money.
I've got 200, basically.
I'm at 297. And and then we have some copper pieces too.
Oh, right.
Well, actually, since the thing I was telling you, Shadow, I need to deduct a certain amount off for what I was doing.
Well, are you going to do that right away, or are you going to wait?
I was going to wait until it was a more opportune moment. But at the same time, I guess I should set something aside with that, huh?
Okay.
I also have 100 I can throw in. I have a bit more than that, but I need it for copying spells.
Are we all like gathered around the bar?
Yeah.
Basil just dumps, like pulls up a coin purse and just dumps everything. That is everything I have. Just like he has visible cry lines. I talked to my parents. They weren't really nice about it. So I can help with 186.
I imagine Liff is there as well, the ghost. And the ghost is just like, oh, I have no money.
Quick, do you have anything that would be hidden around the tavern that no one would know about?
Family jewels? Did you maybe bury some treasure? Were you a pirate?
Start stepping on some of the floorboards, seeing if there's anything that kind of creaks in a certain way.
um. Hmm. First, give me a persuasion check.
Who should?
Cruz?
Who?
Yeah. So whoever is asking Liff. So I think that's Cruz. So give me a persuasion check to see.
That's a 0, a +0 for me.
It's same
That's
here.
okay. You just need to roll high enough.
Okay, we're
Hey.
gaming.
Transcend your mortal boundaries,
Hey.
boy.
We're gaming.
Um. He doesn't seem entirely forthcoming.
Damn.
And he kind of seems almost shy. Make me an insight check.
Okay, I have a slightly better score for that. There it is.
Hey!
All right.
23, folks.
You are pretty sure that Liff actually does have something hidden in the building somewhere.
Hey. Come on, buddy. We want to fix this up, and those mortal possessions really aren't going to help you now. So let us help rebuild this. Make it to what it once was, if not better.
And then Lift points at Tam.
We're not selling Tam.
No, he's our treasure.
And I just kind of hold him. It's like, you can't take away our precious old man.
Oh,
And-
Tam, have you done night rolls for the downtime we've had?
Well, we haven't had one yet.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
this
have
is still
This
the
is
first
day
day.
one.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is still the first
yeah,
day.
don't worry. Yeah.
We're going to have speed rolls of those coming up. Don't worry. You take your time.
It's my own mechanic. I'm not gonna forget it. Don't worry.
And then Lift points at Tam, and then like he makes a motion as if like he's like grabbing something and pulling it away, and then like brings it out in front of him and does a cracking open kind of motion.
You
Is it under your feet, maybe, Sir Tam? Is there a rug or something?
I think maybe he's talking about my spell book.
No, I think it's an egg. He was cracking it open. It's definitely an egg.
Ah,
Where are the eggs? I'm off in the kitchen.
They got to been aged for 40 years by now.
is there any dust around? We had luck with that last time. Perhaps Liv can write us a message in the dust.
And like Lift like pounds his hand, pounds a fist into his other hand. And he's like shaking his head, and he like does it again as if he's like opening a book and like putting it back on a shelf and taking it off a shelf.
Wick
Was it-
says, perhaps there is a secret compartment in the bookshelf. Is there a
Yes.
library? Yes, there must be a library.
Yes, there is, actually. Yes. I don't remember seeing any books up there, but I could go investigate.
I'll go with
I hope the old man up as well. He sounds very feeble today.
him.
Basil emerges from like in the kitchen. Guys, I couldn't find any eggs. Ah,
Oh, shoot.
it's gonna be useless. Well, why are you guys going up? Oh, okay. Just follows you guys.
By the way, did you need to change the scenes over to inside the manor?
I'm just trying to get to that. I was dealing with you guys.
Sorry.
Gotta resize it.
Yeah, dealing with us, we're a bunch of chaotic children, I know.
I completely missed that in chat where Proxima said, can only afford a GIF of warning.
Yeah.
That shit's funny.
True, honestly.
Woo, here we are.
All right, I think that looks good enough.
I'd say you did a good job.
That's all we can hope for is good enough.
And also then let me bring you over here.
Oh.
Our humble abode, as it were, gentlemen.
Working name House of Trash.
I think we can come up with something a little bit more chic than that, truly.
Well, that will come with the renovations, I'm sure.
Ah, yes.
And
Basil,
so
I've been calling it the House of Trash to my parents. Is that why they don't like it?
A good possibility.
there is the room that Tam claimed, which was the library and study, which had built-in bookshelves along the walls.
Yes, I am going to go up there.
Okay.
Can I help with
Anyone?
investigation?
Yes.
Yeah.
So who wants to be the one who is doing the active investigation role, and then anyone else who helps can do like add bonus if you're helping.
Yes, I will investigate.
I
Okay,
will
I'll
help.
help.
All right. So Tam, you can do an investigation roll +8.
Yeah.
All right. So
14
plus
plus 8 is 22,
Hey.
which is pretty good. And in fact, on one of the bookshelves, you find that like if you lift one of the shelves out, that then you can get access to a hidden panel in the back of the bookshelf that then kind of like pops open, revealing a small recess in the wall. And it has a small jewelry box and a small bag of coins.
Oh.
Ah, I think I found something here. So, Peach, please, can you give me a hand with this?
Was it eggs? Is that right?
No, you were very wrong.
Oh.
But good try.
Judging
Says
from
Peach.
what I
and
see here, it seems way more shiny than eggs.
I help take out the items.
There is a bag. I'm not sure. Maybe there's eggs in there, but I doubt it.
Shake it
And
about.
I'll take out the little box and I'll crack it open.
Okay. And you will see 2 silver rings and 1 gold ring, each with fine gemstones in them.
Well, this looks like it could be worth quite a bit.
I hope this didn't belong to any of good old Lift's family members.
Well, if it did, I'm sure they'd be fine with us having it now.
I can ask my father to appraise these, but I will have to be sure to make sure that he is not doing it while Liff is around. I have a feeling he will say these are ugly.
What would...
As long as he says they're expensive, I think that's fine.
My father says ugly and expensive things are everywhere, so yes, I think he might say that.
He's not wrong.
Fair enough.
Oh, hello, Tim Coolish. Thank you for stopping
Hello.
by. No Arvin tonight. It's just us. Me, Shadow Mage.
The chaotic shadow crew.
Yeah. I'm DMing the Shadow Crew. And the bag of coins has
Yeah, how much is in the bag of coins?
100 copper pieces, 40 silver pieces, and 15 gold pieces.
Well, that
Yes.
is helpful.
It's a little bit of something.
Yes, we could put that
Not.
towards.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say not a lot, but it's something.
Right.
It's an extra 20 gold essentially that we didn't have before.
Yes, we could put that towards the startup capital.
Yes, I concur.
I am happy to just skip through. Peach goes to his dad and shows him some jewelry that absolutely, totally was not from a dead person.
Not at all.
You know, like most jewelry.
Don't mind
Could
the
you-
dust on it.
Could you judge this and then give us money for it, Father? Thank you. I'm helping rebuild a house. I imagine during this conversation with my father, he basically demands that I sleep at home while the manor looks like garbage. So I'm really, oh, okay. Okay, Dad. But yeah, what are the rings worth?
Yes. So, one of the silver rings is worth 40 gold.
Oh.
The other silver ring is worth 55 gold. And the gold ring is worth 75 gold.
Okay,
so
170.
we're at
plus the 20.
476 right now from what I didn't, between myself and Tam and Peach, because I forgot what Cruz said. We're
Go
at
ahead and
476.
write it down as 125.
125. So 601?
Yeah. And then you add in whatever we got here, which was, I think...
Well, that was with that everything added in.
Oh, that was with the...
The 20 gold and then the 40, 55, and then the 75.
Got it. So that plus the 125 I give you with that should put us somewhere around like 7 or close to it.
No, we're at 60. Everything added together is 601 currently.
Okay.
I can do the math again. If
No,
like,
I trust you. I trust you.
Oh, believe me, I want to do the math again because I want more money.
Okay, fair. Go for it, man.
Okay, so let me. So I'm all inning. So it's 186. Tam was 100. Peach was how much again?
I have 297.
How much of that would you like to put in?
What's a good amount for us to have just in case of, I don't know, accidents?
I mean, day-to-day expenses are what, like a gold or something like that.
To get fully off the ground in the first what is essentially 13 days, we need 610 to open up doors. To just get it renovated, we need 550.
I'll give 200 first.
Okay.
And then if we need more, I'll add more. But I think 97 is like a safe cushion for us in case, I don't know, one of us needs healing immediately or Tam needs emergency spells or something.
Yeah, I only have 78 right now after I put in the 100, and I'm using most of that for copying spells, my spell book. So I think as long as you have like whatever you started with, like 15 gold or whatever bullshit they give you in the beginning.
And then, Cruz, how much were you putting in?
125.
125. So no, that's 611. I did that right. Did I get lost in the sauce again? What just happened in my brain?
So, you want me to calculate? I can do it for you. Go ahead and give me all the numbers, and I'll run it down.
Chris, you were 125, right? No, it's 611 between just the four of us without the extra stuff added in.
Okay, yeah, so that
I must have missed
right.
you the first time.
Yeah, that was it. So 611 without the stuff.
And then it's 40, 55, 75?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 rings. Yeah.
And don't forget the 20 gold and various pocket change inside the sack.
Okay, so that brings us to 801.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
And
so we have a cushion, even.
Nice. So...
Well, we'll probably have to get more furniture and stuff like that, and that'll probably...
Yeah.
Well, that's probably also part of the renovations. I don't know.
We haven't even talked about making it nice. We're just trying
true.
to get it open.
Yeah, we're just making the first floor nice right now. So if right now we have, you said 801?
801.
Yeah, so we have 801 right now, and it's 550 for everything.
550, yeah, to get us straight, and then 610 to open
get the
doors
first
with
10
staff.
doors, or 10 days, yeah. Now the question that I would like to ask is, do we want this to be a tavern, or do we want to go Basil's route where he wants to go and make it into a potion store or something?
Basil, I think, would come up and be just kind of at some point be like, I mean, I can always keep the potion stuff on the back burner until I get it more off the ground because I'm still poisoning a lot of people accidentally.
Accidentally, of course.
I'm not trying to, but I am working with a leaf that is mostly used in poisons, and I'm trying to make it so it doesn't poison people, but it's still it does it sometimes. So.
I think it would be safer for all of us, Basil, if you kept all of your potions off any burners at all for the time being.
Wait, yeah, right.
What
But
is?
I don't want you to accidentally poison all of us with some sort of gas that bubbles up from whatever potion you're working on.
I kind of come over and pat Basil on the shoulder, like, it's okay. Given enough time, I'm certain you'll make a wondrous set of potions.
Basil pats you on like the back part of your knee because that's how tall Basil is. And Basil looks up. Don't worry, you'll all become immune to poison soon enough. I did. Just like hums and walks off into the kitchen with like a cleaning rag.
I just, with mouth agape, I'm just like, sure.
That does not make me feel better.
So Basil will vote for tavern.
Okay. Because I guess if we open up a tavern, we could always add potions to the menu, question mark.
Yeah, it could be like a side hustle thing.
Yeah.
We can transition.
We can transition to like a Shake Shack bar and like a gym, you know?
Yeah. So if we renovate to just the first floor, and then we run it for a 10-day after that, we'll have 191 gold left, which will be enough for us to continue running it for 3 10-day, which is a month, basically. So basically, we can run it for a month and a third.
Without turning profit, obviously.
Yeah. Assuming we make literally no money, yeah.
Yeah.
My question is, how do we? What's the money bring in look like?
Yeah.
What do we have to do for that, Shadow?
I don't like how Shadow laughed like
don't
that.
Care for that.
At the end of every 10-day, I get to make a roll that determines whether you made or lost money.
No, not lose money.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is there any way to improve our chances on that each week?
Yep.
Okay.
You have to market the tavern.
Oh, goodness.
Basil's
Oh,
sign
no.
spinning outside. He just keeps dropping it and goes, ah, dang, and picks it up and spins it
Starts
again.
twirling it, just spins it off, and then someone off, and then it's like, ah, my leg!
So
Very dexterous little halfling.
so yeah, I roll a D100 plus 10. That's the base roll. And consult a table to determine for every 1 gold that you spend promoting your business, then it adds 1 to the roll.
Oh, I see.
We can't like run around giving flyers to people. We gotta put gold into this.
If you get behind on your expenses, I subtract 1 for every gold that you owe.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
shit.
Okay. So
This is too-
basically promote your business and don't go into debt. It sounds pretty like in real life.
Yeah, this is getting too close to home, man. I used to run a restaurant.
Right?
I had to do cost of sales and inventory. Oh man, don't bring that back to me.
I used to work at a bakery, so I'm also having war flashbacks.
Spending hours inside the freezer with a notebook. It's like, it's fucking cold, man. I need to get out of here.
We can make Lift do that. He's a ghost.
Yeah, that's actually brilliant. He's not going to feel the cold.
At some point, if you become profitable enough, you get to hire a business manager and never have to worry about any of this ever again.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
nice.
wonderful. When exactly does that happen?
Just casually wins that happen, you know, make it convenient for us.
I think I asked very casually, come on.
It would have to be at least after 6 weeks of being a business.
Okay.
Or
and
6.
Each,
sorry.
6, 10 days.
10 days.
Sorry.
I mean.
Let me amend that. Let's
Being profitable.
let's make that 5 10 days.
Okay. And currently we have enough to run for
3 without
10
any
days.
sort of profit right now.
4.
But we want to invest into marketing.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
we probably just want to invest in at least keeping us alive for those first 3, and then invest the rest into marketing.
You also got to keep in mind all of our like day-to-day expenses for ourselves too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out, I gotta say, I've never played in a D&D campaign where I've ever had to worry about gold. It's always been a thing that you quietly accumulate in the background, and then you dump it all on a +3 thing, super end of the game, and then it's great. I never have to think about it. And the amount of stress that this has now suddenly just inflicted upon me has been great. I have calculators open. I have a whole notepad about it.
Well, welcome to capitalism, boy. We live in a society.
Yeah, no, listen, I know.
You know,
I do commission business.
I like looked at this section in the adventure module. And I was like, do I really want to make them have to do this? Yes, it'll be funny.
That's
I'm 3
perfect.
years old.
You were
Shadow.
not wrong.
Yeah.
That is actually perfect. So, Shall we get started then, gentlemen?
Yes,
let's do
let us get started.
all the investments. Let's
Okay.
get it all paid.
All
Okay.
right. So, do we want to take from the gold we set aside for the 10 days, or do we want to see about like individually contributing to the advertising?
I think if we work from the pooled funds, that would just make it easiest to track overall.
Probably.
In terms of how much do we actually have left.
So, obviously, like, I guess we'll have Hoods keep track of it all because he's already got the numbers ready in there.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to subtract 610, right? In order to get
610
us
from 801.
operational for the 10 days.
Yep.
I guess I should say, we have how long do we have to wait before the tavern's fully renovated?
3 days. 3
So
to
we
4.
probably should not do the extra purchases of that 60 gold until after the renovations are complete. Otherwise, we lose out on 3 days worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Also,
feel like Shadow's going to definitely track that if that happens.
Also, it's 3 days where we could do extra stuff
Yes,
to
we
try
could
and
make
get
money.
more money. I can work for my dad again, I guess.
So after the first 3 weeks clear, we have 71 left to essentially either invest into marketing or not, or like whatever else we need to do.
Hi, Kaz. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry you didn't get to play your character in D&D with viewers with the internet connection issues. That was too bad.
Yeah, that's always rough.
All right. So you can organize all of your appointments for everything to start the next day. I'm assuming you wish to go ahead with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other like minor points of business that anyone wishes to do on this specific day before renovations start happening the next day?
Usual note, I tell my father everything I've done.
Okay.
Basil has to
if-
take a leave from the essentially place where he interns, with a proud letter of like absence of like, I just bought a place and we call it the garbage house. Peace out, and then just leaves. And I mean, no one really cares. Basil's not really looked fondly upon, so
he gets a little bit of revenge in that case, right?
he thinks he is the hottest thing. He has his own place. It's great.
So,
I would
go
like I would like to take a walk over to the Watchful Order and see if I can find my old buddy Barnabas.
Okay.
I am going to first and foremost, if there's separation of people from me, I'm going to go and do the little side task I had already assigned on our previous message, Shadow. And you can tell me how much that would set me back.
Let me see here. So Cruz, that will be 50 gold.
All right. It is done. All right, and then I guess for the rest of that day, I'd try to go back over to the Yawning Portal Tavern.
But in your dealings with this person,
Okay, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
they also ask that since you are making use of their services, if you would put up a poster for their business inside of your own business that is soon to open.
Oh no. You're being paid in exposure. Don't do it.
Thing is that what are you going to put up exactly on this poster?
It's basically just a picture with the name of their business and like where to find them.
What's
I see.
the picture though? Is it like a knife going through a skull, or is it like a fun picture?
It's a
If it's what
picture.
I've already previously seen, then yeah, that's what I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it's like the emblem of the business, plus
Mm-hmm.
a couple tools of their business.
Interesting. That's going to be
The-
really kind of hard to just talk around that one.
The vagueness is concerning, guys. I'm just gonna put it
That's
out
going to be
there.
No.
real hard to talk around with
No.
the group.
No, the vagueness is hilarious. Because I know what
vague-
I'm thinking in my head, and it's dirty as fuck.
Oh, see, I wasn't even going dirty stuff. I was going like it's guns and junk, and of course it's probably dirty stuff.
It's gonna get me in trouble with my dad. I
Is
just
there any way to circumvent that particular form of advertisement?
He'll want more gold.
How much more?
15.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Not even gonna try to roll or anything.
No, I just need something to keep quiet.
15 gold. Done.
Done.
15 gold's a steep price for that, too.
Yes, it is, but I am wanting to make sure I'm in good graces that he'll be willing to work with me in the future. And I think starting with what he's asking for will be more than enough to keep him in the good graces. Let's just have it that way.
All right. He also tells you that you might not get any results for at least a 10-day.
Understandable. Completely. I trust your work will be valuable to me in the end. So take your time and do what you must.
Tam, what are you doing with Barnabas?
I would like to go talk to him. I'd like to go find him. I could just go to his office, maybe in the.
Yeah, sure.
All right, and I'll knock on the door. Is he in there?
Hello?
Now, Barnabas.
Hello, Tam, old friend. What are you doing here?
Well, I seem to have. First off, how have you been?
Good way to start.
I don't want to be rude.
Oh, time marches ever onward. Things go about as they will.
Oh yes. I have a new exciting opportunity. I seem to have come into, with a few other people, the ownership of a sort of rundown tavern. And we are in the process of trying to revamp it. Now,
This sounds most interesting.
yes,
I am surprised that you are pursuing such an undertaking at your advanced age.
to be perfectly honest with you, Barnabas, so am I. Yes, but you see, it takes a lot of money to pay for all the things that we need to pay for. So
Yes, that certainly is a meddlesome requirement of the society in which we live.
Yes, it is. Well, I was wondering. Now I know I've been retired for some time now. But I was wondering if maybe you knew of any work that a band of plucky young upstarts and one elderly man might be able to do to make us a little extra coin for our new endeavor.
Well, you're in luck because I've actually had people come around to me already asking after you.
Really?
Yes, I would
Uh-oh.
be keeping an eye on any missives that you might receive in the coming days.
Oh, well, that is good. That is good because yes, we definitely need some extra gold to get our
Given
a
what
heap of
Drew
junk.
sorry.
hunk of junk off the air.
This is great. I'm having a grand time.
So
I
I want to know what Yoi was laughing about.
I was about to say when Barnabas said, "Oh, I'd keep an eye out for any missives in the next week," because Drew said he was imagining something dirty. The first thing that popped into my head was sexy singles in your area,
Nice.
and I was like, no. But yes, continue.
There are no brothels in your immediate area.
That's what the tavern's for.
No hot singles in your area. Sorry.
But you may get some of their workers coming to try and take up John's.
Oh. We need them glyphs of warding.
We don't need glyphs of warding when I have poison, right? It's fine. It's fine. They'll just.
No. You sell the poison as stuff to get rid of STDs. It all works out.
I can just produce acid, right? Like, so, boom. It's. Burn it off.
I see Shadowed is panicking. Let's change the subject.
We're just talking about casually murdering some people. It's no big deal. Not at all. What was our alignment again? I'm sorry.
Lawful good.
Oh, yes, okay.
I think our alignment is turning into Monopoly.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Well, I was under the impression that so Peach is like lawful naive.
Yes. Lawful, whatever my father.
Basil is like what, neutral good, maybe chaotic good.
I wrote out like a whole long paragraph, and then I had to think about it because I was like, I think Basil might be true neutral, and that worries me. Simply because he's a small mad scientist. He's like a little tiny baby mad scientist who hasn't gotten jaded by the world yet. So it could, depending on the adventure, could be very bad or good. I'm assuming it's going to be good. With these,
well, this works well with something I was maybe planning.
All right, yeah. So I would say that he's more true neutral simply because he hasn't had time to really figure out the world, and he only really cares about himself and
true
his experiments.
baby.
Yeah.
And I'm chaotic good.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh, can I do one last thing? I just remembered we're right next to an apothecary, and
Yep.
I can produce. It's just acid? I was wondering if I could sell the services of like acid production to the apothecary, or I mean, really like get something there, like intern work or something to help out to earn more money.
Yeah, so there is the business called Corellin's Crown.
With Fala.
Yeah.
Lefalier.
Who is
There's too many E's and F's.
Yeah, an herbalist and member of the Guild of Apothecaries and Physicians. They would potentially be interested in having someone who can help with like tending the plants and herbs and flowers in their greenhouse.
Yeah, because I'm fully certain. Like, I passed all the grades. I did all the tests. I'm technically part of the guild. It's just because I focus on poisons, I failed a lot of like promotional stuff. So I know how to tend to all of that. I just need to get my foot. Like, I have like signed paperwork and everything. Just go up to the counter and slap the paperwork down. Hello, I was wondering if I could work here. I have this, and I just put up a jug of acid in a kind of collapsing vial. And also, I know herbalism, a lot of it. Please hire me. My hair is all like matted down. I'm smiling underneath the counter.
Well, I deal only in beneficial potions and
Oh.
salves and poultices.
Right. Let me just get that off the.
But
it almost tipped over. All
I
right.
I would be interested in potentially having someone come around maybe every other day or so to help look after my lovely greenhouse up on the 3rd floor.
Oh, I could. If you need someone to look after plants, I'm definitely your guy. I actually, I specialize in the Windsor route. So I do take a lot of pride in my work. So yeah. I'm
bet-
also. Well, we just moved in down the down the. You can see our shop. And I used
Oh,
all my money to fix it up. So I
the
am poor now.
you're one of the new owners of Troll Skull Manor.
Oh, that's what. Yeah. Sorry, we've been calling it the garbage house, and it's just. It's been a.
Oh,
It's been a real whirlwind.
you should definitely workshop that name.
It's not good.
No,
Oh.
it certainly is not a name that will attract the right kind of crowd.
So if you were to yell out in a crowd, "See you later, losers," I am living in the garbage house. That's not like a good thing.
Definitely not.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
I fucking love Basil.
Well, all right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. How much does the position pay, or like anything is copper, silver?
Well, I've been managing my business on my own for, many years. I'm not even sure what an appropriate wage would be these days.
I don't. Okay. I don't. I've been interning
Don't.
at the guild, and I haven't been paid there ever. I just because my parents, the Glauber Pots, they won't let me really do anything else. So I don't know either. Where do we go from here? Can I go ask my friends, or should I? Huh.
What's the standard in terms of the D&D world building? Like 1 gold is already a crazy amount of money for normal
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I think.
which is funny because if you go adventuring, it's just like, oh yeah, they're around. Here you go, 100 gold here, a little bit more here.
Mhm.
What's the problem? Just death around the corner. But yeah,
Um. Okay, so for the comfortable social status, like merchants, skilled tradespeople, military officers, they have a minimum income of 600 silver pieces per month. That's 3 10 days.
It was 60 gold a month. Dang.
Yeah.
so yeah, that's about right.
Well, I would be doing light
It
intern work.
Essentially be 2 gold a day would be the rate for that.
And I was actually going to say that they would probably offer you 2 gold for every day that you would work, which
I mean,
they would
that sounds great.
They would expect, like, they only want you to come by like every other day, so like 5 days out of a 10 day.
Okay, let me write that down.
So you essentially would be at half that. So.
I have a whole page of all the different herbs in Forgotten Realms, and I almost wrote the notes on that, and that would have been very confusing for me. So I'm working there 5 days out of 10 days for 2 gold a day. Okay.
That does leave you open to other opportunities too.
All right. So that is arranged.
Perfect.
Any other points of business for this first day?
I guess I would probably, similar to like Drew, I'd probably go over back to the Yawning Portal Inn and reach out to Dern to see if he had any jobs or anything that could be sought out for someone of my stature and work ethic.
You'll get a very similar response in that Dernan's heard rumblings of organizations around that might be wanting to reach out to you in the coming days.
If I ask my father,
Yeah.
If it's okay to ask him if his friends might have jobs for me, what would he respond?
He'd probably say something along the lines of like, not my friends, but he might be able to like find other contacts that might be interested.
Peach is fine with that. He trusts his dad.
Okay. All right. So I think we'll transition to the next day, which means Tam, please roll your nightly roll.
I'm sorry, if he hits 100 here, it'd actually be drop dead hilarious.
Fully invested. And that's it for Tam.
Oh God, we have another ghost.
Oh, there you go. Tam becomes a ghost.
So-
A permanent member of the party.
Oh my god.
So in the morning, Tam is downstairs in the kitchen with a coffee.
Okay.
Cool.
I would also be just sitting there sipping tea. He's like, "Good morning there, Sir Tom.
Oh, hello, Cruz. How are you?
Doing very well, doing very well. The aviary was out late again, so he unfortunately won't be joining us tonight."
I noticed you left yesterday. Were you inquiring about some ways to make us a little bit of extra
Yes, I was
Fine.
looking for some jobs for us to do, similar to what we had dealt with the other night, you know.
Ah, yes, yes. I did the same thing as well, and I was told that there was actually possibly a group of people that were looking for us to work for them.
And I take a sip of my tea and I'm like, interesting. I had also found similar requests possibly coming our way.
Hmm.
I guess we have gotten a little bit of renown from our previous expedition.
Yes, perhaps. Not to change the subject or anything, but what do you think about the name of this building?
If we're trying to advertise to a broad demographic, I don't think the trash house would bring that many, honestly.
Well, no, not what Basil has been calling it. The actual name, Troll Skull Manor.
It's good point. It kind of incites a little bit of fear, in my honest opinion.
Yes, I think it's mid, as the kids say.
Yes, mid's the right word. We definitely would like to go ahead and make it very clear this is our business, our own operation, so it can't be too weak on the name front, but I think we should calm it down a bit. Sounds like they're coming to some sort of dungeon. Wouldn't that be something?
Right, yes. Perhaps we should
Workshop
ask,
the name?
yes, and ask the others what they think as well.
That sounds like a great idea, but maybe we should leave Basil out of it. No offense to him. He's just
Basil's coming down the stairs. Full like the first time he's not slept at home ever. Like full mess. Like half the face is just like dead. He's been sleeping on the floor for the first time in his life. It looks awful. Coming down the stairs. What about me?
and I'm just sipping at the drink and I turn over to Tam and just like I nod at him.
I'll lean in close to Cruz just so that he can hear me, and I'll go,
To be absolutely honest with you, I find his brand of chaos almost adorable.
Basil hops up on one of the stools. So, when I talked to Fala yesterday, they said that the trash house, the garbage house, wasn't a good name. So I was up all night thinking, and I came up with a strange brew. That's the only thing I could really think of that was worth any type of merit.
I
So-
will say that is definitely a step up from yesterday. I will give you great praise for that one, sir.
Basil has full bags under his eyes. I was up for a very long time thinking.
I can tell it's. Have you had any coffee yet? Or tea, perhaps?
No, I didn't even know that there was food here. I've been hungry all night. I was eating
Oh.
leaves to kind
You-
of stave off the hunger because I gave all my money away for the renovations. So, didn't really think that
You
one through. Just
could've
full 1,000-yard
cut-
stare.
You could have come to us, and I'm sure we would have been more than willing to provide you with some sort of sustenance, my dear good sir.
Oh. That's usually... Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
We're kind of all in this together, as it were, and I would prefer if we had all stayed in tip-top shape.
Where have you guys been going to the bathroom then? because nothing works here, and I have been holding it in, and I really. Is there like a place to go, or?
It was the Shadowed. Is the privy not working at all?
No, it works. It just needs some maintenance.
Well, that's just it. Is Basil? Basil comes from a very extravagant household,
Oh, jeez.
so this is all dilapidated nonsense. It doesn't work. Nothing here looks usable.
Well, I'm certain as both Tam and I have done, we have gone to the privy here at
It's
the second
functional.
floor.
It's that. Okay, I'm gonna go.
If
Hops
did
off
you?
his chair.
Is
and
it
just
okay?
runs.
Did you
Yeah,
need it
Basil's
to be
gone.
cleaned or something more than what it's already at?
Fully out of there.
Okay. Well,
Um,
as we were saying, Sir Tam.
I am going to make him a cup of coffee, but I'm going to make sure that it's decaf.
That's recommended, yes.
Yes. Yes.
At this moment, Peach comes flying through a hole in the fourth wall because he is forced to stay at his dad's place because his father will not tolerate him sleeping in a dump. So he flies in. He's carrying the lunch his dad packed him. And he says, I returned from home.
Ah, yes. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today, Sir Peaches?
I would just like to make a note that I'm going to assume that you folks are actually doing this in the common room of the second floor, as Tam, you would probably have been the first one awake and doing stuff in the morning, I would guess.
I was going to be down. Hold on, let me move this so I can actually see the thing. I was going to be in the kitchen on the first floor.
Oh, in the kitchen on the first floor?
So,
okay.
yeah.
Well, so like at 1 hour after dawn, workers show up to start doing renovations.
Oh, right. That's happening today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in the common room on the second floor.
In that case, when I flew in, I spooked everybody being gigantic and flying, and then I flew back up. And then instead of saying, I return from home, I say, I come from hell.
And then you can all hear the sound of hammering and banging and sawing coming from the main floor.
I guess we're all in the common room then in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Basil, were you able to navigate the privy?
Yeah? Hey, Peach. The bathrooms work, by the way, in case you didn't. No, I didn't. So.
Yes, I believe you were the only one that didn't make use of it.
Okay, well, you gotta learn somehow, and I learned.
Well, I'm just
I
glad
pat
nothing bad
Basil
happened to you.
reassuringly.
Hey, thanks, Peach. So, what are we gonna name this place? Because I can't tell anyone ever that I am to suck it because I'm living in the garbage house. So, ever again, I'm not gonna make that mistake. Up all night.
Well, we had a small discussion before you had gotten down to us there, Sir Basil, about the fact that the current name of it, not the trash house, but what was it, Troll Skull Manor, right?
Troll Skull Manor, yes.
Yes. That seems a bit
Well,
too instilling of fear, honestly.
that is the official name of the estate in the city's records.
Okay.
The business on the first floor has gone by a number of different names.
Okay. So what is the current name that it's under?
Yeah, what's the current name of the business?
The previous one?
Yeah.
Um,
With Liv and all that.
that is a good question.
Off the dome, Shadowed. What is it?
Come on, let's hear it.
I need an ad lib right now.
Be creative right now.
It's called the Rusty Tap, and there's people there that drank bad beer.
Um,
Billy Bob's Cave.
Billy Bob.
That's it.
If I could make a suggestion for a name,
It was called shoot, I didn't have this prepared.
it's okay.
It's okay.
I can go ahead and give my thought process on one if you guys would like to run that one. So I had a thought for possibly calling it the Wandering Tavern. We
That
all
name,
met as wanderers here.
if you try and name it that, you will get a very nasty visit because that name.
Someone already under that?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Figured I'd give it a shot.
Yes, I can tell you that that's probably not a great idea.
Yes, there was an establishment around here, wasn't there? Silly me, I'd
father
forgotten.
suggested that perhaps we name it something to do with.
And then looks over at Tam.
With you.
With me.
Yes. Because you are the oldest one, and seniority must be observed.
So let me name it the old man, or elderly person, or
Believe me, I'm open to suggestions.
What about the? What about the? No.
well, Mr. Tam, you're a lamplighter. Why don't we just call it the lamplighter?
Yes, I was thinking about that, but it seems a little too on the nose. I was going to say the highlight.
Ooh, that sounds vaguely religious too. So we get, double dip some people.
Yes, actually, it's actually pretty smart there, Basil.
Oh,
That's
it's a
definitely
pun.
a good suggestion.
The tavern was called the Lucky Die.
The lucky die.
That does not sound
Nice.
lucky at all.
Yeah. So we know that the Lucky Die is what it was under before. Tam's suggestion is definitely have some merit.
I feel like the idea of just calling it retirement.
What if we
retirement home.
called it the Lamplighter's Table? There will be tables in here, yes?
One would assume. I mean, there's currently some on the first floor that are being currently demolished right now, but that's...
They using
yes, that.
magic down there? What is that noise?
Very heavy tools. Probably something as large as you, Sir Basil.
Well, I'm cool with anything lamplighter adjacent, or I don't know, the higher light. That sounds fine. My one suggestion was Strange Brew, and the other one before that was Garbage House. So I'm really out of the loop here.
It's okay. It's okay. That's what we're all here for. We come up with a solution to the problem.
I normally just call my concoctions like number 1 and number 2 and number 3. So this is way past me, guys.
No? Again, we've got already 2 good starts to a name.
Wait.
We can also
What
keep
if-
thinking.
What if we blend Basil's idea with my idea and call it the Strange Light?
I like that.
Yes, this appeals to me immensely.
Strange light.
We could make
It
the
does
light
kind
outside
of
blue.
actually work with our group. We are a bit of a strange bunch, one might assume. I like it.
All right. Would everybody be okay if we took about a 3 to 5 minute break?
I'm good with that.
All right. Cool. I require a bio break.
Fair.
And remember, chat, a break for us is a break for you, so go forth,
go to get a drink, get a snack, go to the bathroom, etc., etc.
All those things.
10 quick
Right.
jumping jacks.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe do some push-ups.
All right, I'm gonna put
Definitely.
up the break screen.
Okay.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Be right back.
All right, I shall also be right back.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey. Boo boo.
Hey, hey, hey. Boo boo, where's my picnic basket?
Okay. So you lot have been workshopping a name for the tavern, and renovations are going on. Is there any specific points of business you wish to do on this day?
I think once we've established, I think we're good with Strange Light, right? Or the Strange Light, or whatever we want to call it.
Although, I guess maybe as a little nod to lift, I would not lift. Sorry, ghost.
He's got gains. What do you mean?
A very muscular ghost, just flexing in the
He's
background
just
at all
an
times.
absolutely ripped ghost hulking in the background.
This absolutely ripped half elf is just, oh yeah.
Can we
Let me
please
get
make
you
him a
that
dead
drink.
gym bro? That would be amazing. DM,
Full-
please. Please,
Full
DM.
shredded. You wearing
Please.
one of those little tiny like spaghetti string tank tops that shows off all the muscles.
Yeah. Okay, so as a tribute to our now newly muscular, totally shredded dead friend, maybe we can make it the Ghost's Light?
Ooh.
Because I think it would be cute if, like, he had a little...
Or the Spectral
tribute thing.
Light. Ghost or
Ooh.
Spectral Light. There's options. We can always just stick with Strange Light. I'm cool with either.
Mm-hmm. It was just as, like, a last-minute throw in there. It was like, hey, we have a ghost. Maybe we should market that.
I like any of these suggestions.
Just like that we hang up the windows. We have a ghost.
In
I should
big,
have
bold letters, maybe in red too.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great.
I'm good for anything. The Ghost Light or the Strange Light are both appealing. I don't know which one I would even prefer more. 'Cause
I
think
actually-
they're both-
I actually kind of like the Ghost Light better.
Yeah. Then you guys want to commit to that then? The Ghost Light? The Ghost
Peach
Light
does
Tavern?
want to make a little shrine to live as well, in the main floor, so that would be cute.
Oh, then yeah, that's super great. I'm down with the Ghost Light.
I absolutely think that we should have a sign outside that says the Ghost Light, and then underneath that it says we have a ghost.
We have a ghost.
Just a little, like a small little rough shack, like piece of wood that's underneath. It's like, we have a ghost in small print.
No. It's like the Ghost Light next to the image of a light, and then subtitle the ghost picture of Liv right next to it.
Underneath there's a little sign, no clerics, please.
Do not pass to sanctify in this area.
No exorcisms allowed. Friendly.
Yeah, I guess today we are getting the copyright on the Ghost Light then.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
So it'd be,
You'll
full name
have
would be
to.
the Ghost Light Tavern, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You'll have to register your business with the city.
How much is that going to cost?
I mean, he's right.
The moment you said it, I could feel it.
Just a very small nominal fee.
Which is?
How much, Shadow?
5 silver.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
all
so
right.
half the
Oh, that's
gold.
not bad, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Ah,
It's basically a signing bonus. We're fine. You're scaring me there. I was like, dude, we only have like 180 gold left to work with. That's in the pool.
At some point today, I would like to go find one of the carpenters, and
You, sir, you look like you're sort of in charge here. Can I have a word with you?
Me? Yeah, sure. What do you want?
Okay, I was wondering, could you come with me, please?
I'll go
All right,
into
lead the way.
I'll go into the tavern. We'll go up to the third floor, up to the library and the study.
Okay.
I'll bring him to this point right here where I'm pinging.
Yep. Next to the window.
Yep. And I'll say,
Is there any way that maybe you could take out this window and put in a door.
I mean, when we get to this section of the building, yeah, we can certainly do that. Not quite
Excellent.
sure why you'd. Oh, I suppose you live with bird folk. Is that perhaps why?
Well, no, actually, no, there's actually roof access for the bird folk, but no, I was thinking for myself. What I was thinking is perhaps we could put in on the other side of the storm, outside, um, a pulley system.
Oh, one of those fancy lift things like they have in some of the large buildings up in the castle ward.
Yes, yes, yes. But maybe a makeshift one that would be outside that would go from the ground floor all the way up to here.
That can probably be arranged as long as you have the coin for it.
And how much extra would that be?
Oh, let me think.
You know,
here.
ropes and pulleys and extra wood and such.
Parts, labor, time.
Oh, thanks for the raid. The kids are asleep.
Oh,
Hey!
Hello, thank you for the raid. The kids are asleep. Welcome in. Welcome
Hey,
in.
Valerie.
The old man is installing an elevator. That's
Essentially, ye old elevator.
I mean, just as an estimate, probably it's gonna probably run you at least 80 gold.
80. All right.
I don't know. Once it's all said and done, and on the top end, I imagine it wouldn't be more than 120.
All right then. Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to this part of the domicile. Unfortunately, I don't have that money right now, but I will get it.
All right, you old geezer. Is that all you wanted?
That's all I wanted. Just something to put on your checklist.
Very good. I should get back to the lads. Make sure everything is going ahead as on the main floor as we expected to.
Excellent, excellent. You're doing a fabulous job.
And he heads back downstairs and into the tavern area.
Sweet, I'm gonna have an elevator.
It's a long-term investment.
All right.
Imagine the lack of stairs you'd have to go up every time. Beautiful.
Yo, I figure it'll be good for Tam since he won't have to walk up the stairs all those times.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be a convenient escape route, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
make
you
sure you
definitely
put
just
a
have to
glyph
lock
of
it
warning
down.
on the door so that miscreants cannot break in for using the same elevator.
Right.
So in total, then you're looking at like a 420 gold exchange there for the glyph. Unless we get a GIF of warding. That'll work.
Yeah, right.
We still owe 650 on renovations, plus the 80 to 120 of that, less than the glyph of warding for the door. So just people can't walk into your bedroom.
Yeah, that would be preferable. I thought I was going to be honest with you, I thought you were going to ask for like a really like cushy couch to sit in and study at. I didn't even think of the pulley system because you did mention it the other day. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. He did want that.
All
Yeah,
right.
at first I said it as a joke, but then I was like, that's actually a really good idea.
Unless anyone has anything specific they wish to do this day, I will fast forward us to the nighttime.
Okay. Are we going to be doing a thing at the nighttime?
There is a thing that happens at the nighttime. For Basil.
So can I have spent the day working at the Crown?
Sure.
Great. I have 2 gold.
Yeah.
I will have spent the day working at my temple job, doing ghostwriting for people who are illiterate, and I will come back to check in on the manor before I go back to where I stay with my father to explain why I am here.
I probably just was around helping Tam just like organize the place because I know he's probably messing with the study and stuff to make it more comfortable for him.
Yes. It's gross.
Yes,
Please,
yes.
come into the library.
Certainly.
Yes. See, I have this nice desk here, and I have this this book that I've been working on. This book that I stole from the mage that I murdered.
Oh, okay. Well, technically, if we're going like technical, you didn't steal from him. You've relieved him of his current possession since he no longer has the means to use it.
Ah, yes, I like that much better.
Yes, yes.
I just have to say there is quite a bit of very useful knowledge in here, and I'm very excited about it.
So would you like me to go and help you bring some of these books and the table up?
Oh yeah, yes, if you could, it would be excellent. I would
All right.
like to fill the library at some point. I don't have the money for that right now, but I do have some books at my house, my actual house, not here, but where I lived before here.
Ah, yes, yes. Well, I'd be more than happy to help you with getting this all situated, but maybe down the line when we have more means to continue to build out this place. I would like to possibly see about adding some of your collection of books that you no longer use, obviously,
Yeah,
just
well,
to my area, so I have
Oh.
some place to read.
oh yes, I have I have a wonderfully silly book about
Oh.
yes, it's very poorly written. It's about vampires that sparkle.
Oh, what was the name of that book? I'm curious.
I don't remember. It was terrible.
Dusk.
Ah, yes. Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. I don't know if I'd like to read it if it sounds that bad, but that's almost like a non-recommendation. Do you have something that you would recommend?
It's like when you go to one of those plays that is very bad and you watch it ironically.
Ah, you just cannot actually step away. You have to watch it through because you're committed to the bit at this point.
Yes, exactly. It's a book like
Oh,
that.
okay. Got it. Got it. Well, yes, I guess I will go ahead and take that book at some point.
Is Tam Team Edward or Jacob? You know I have to ask the question. I didn't want to, but we have to.
I don't know who's the better actor.
I mean, Pattinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I think
that one.
Pattinson's gotten more
What-
roles and stuff, but if that were just strictly what it was based off, I don't know.
Whatever one that is.
Edward.
Edward?
It's Edward.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just that whole movie's a fever dream, and then they play baseball in a thunderstorm, and I lost it. I truly lost it.
While having Muse in the background, of course.
Yeah, that's like the only part of that movie I remember.
Yeah,
What was
it's-
super massive black hole by Muse
Yes.
coming on while they play baseball in a storm.
In a thunderstorm. That doesn't
Yeah.
even make sense. What's the context for
Remember-
this music?
They had to play baseball in the thunderstorm because they hit the ball so hard with their superhuman strength that people would get suspicious if they didn't play it exactly when lightning struck.
I
Right.
think in universe that Tam saw the play of this book and he got to the scene where they play not D&D baseball while Supermassive Black Hole was playing because of the I don't know, orchestra or whatever, and this is why Tam hates bards. Like,
Very roundabout way of doing it, but sure, yeah.
Great.
like
Don't
it
let
was
Tim know.
so traumatic and so nonsensical that this was what caused Tam to hate bards. His bard friend took him because their bard friend thought it was funny. And then from that day on, there was a blood feud between Tam and this bard and all bards.
All I can say is put it in the notes. That's canon.
Tam bards from seeing the stage play of Twilight. Boom.
What would be the D&D version of Twilight?
Curse of Strahd.
Mm. Curse of Strahd is more Dracula, but
Well, I mean, Twilight's technically Dracula, just sparkly.
Okay, do not ever compare Twilight's vampires with Dracula. That's heathenistic.
I will remind you that Dracula came after the beloved classic Varney the Vampire, so don't get too precious with me.
Just don't compare those two. I'll be fine. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
all right.
Sorry, Shadowed. We
No.
were Chaos Gremlins again.
Can I do the thing that happens to Basil in the night?
Yeah,
Yes,
that would be great,
yes.
wouldn't it?
We're all there. We're all there.
Took 10 minutes to get to this point, but yeah.
10-minute break for D&D Twilight.
All right.
Let's do this.
Sorry.
Are you actually able to sleep this time, Basil?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Basil at this point is so just kind of overwhelmed that it's more it's like stress sleep where you just pass out because your body no longer functions.
Okay. Then you are awoken from your sleep during the night by a weird slap, 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 slap sound on your window.
No, Mom, I don't want pancakes. turn to roll back over, hear it more. What is that? Basil will get up
And then like you also hear like slap, 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 slap.
Hello? Are you a snake? What?
Do you look at the window?
Yeah.
Okay. And then outside of your window, you see a snake with little wings on it, with
Oh, you
something.
are a snake.
Oh my god.
With something tied around its body, and it's like slapping at your window with its tail.
Oh, that looks very uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't know how this window. Hold on. Scooches over like a half-broken stool, steps on it, tries to open. Spends like a minute trying to unlatch a window. Doesn't understand how these windows works. Casts like some cantrips on it. Nothing works.
It just
Breaks
slides
the
up.
window a little bit.
He's just not wanting to deal with it. He's like, it slides up. You're good.
Breaks the window a little bit. It's like, I'll just cast mending on it later. Come in.
And so then like the snake flies in, and then like it uses the tip of its tail to like point at this like rolled up piece of parchment tied around its body.
Is that for me? Oh,
And
yeah,
it just waits.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I have to ask. Are you cursed? Am I about to receive a curse?
And the snake just kind of goes like wiggles its tongue, but like doesn't say anything. Doesn't really like it. It just seems like a snake, except it has wings.
Okay. Well, I feel like if you were gonna say yes, that would have been more disturbing. So I'm gonna take this.
I thought it
I'll
would
just
be a
take
pig. It would
parchment.
be more disturbing.
Okay.
Unfurl
And then
it,
like
read it.
as soon as like you untie it and like take the parchment, it flies back out the window and flies away.
Oh, I didn't get your name. Okay, bye. Okay. Well, what's in this then?
When you unroll the piece of parchment, it says it has like chicken scratch, like writing on it, saying, "Want to be part of something big? Speak to Davil Starsong at the Yawning Portal."
Nothing
Davil?
disconcerting about that.
Yeah, Davil, Davil.
Star song.
Well, it's not quite sexy singles in your area, but I guess we'll take it.
It's snaky singles in your area.
It just says want to be part of something. Is there like any type of is it like pay thing, or is it what's the impression I get from this?
Make an insight check.
Sure, that's something that Basil is
Very good at.
Good at. Oh, he actually is good at insight. He's supposed to. So this is a +3, so that's good. It didn't roll good, so yeah.
I mean, the message just seems like as it is. It just says go speak to Davil Starsong. You don't really manage to determine if it seems suspicious in any way. Like It just seems like a message.
Basil will shrug and go, all right. Fold it up, put it like next to the pillow on the floor, and go, well, I guess I should repair the window then. And then spends the rest of the night repairing the window.
Okay.
Oh man, that's like 3 nights in a row, no sleep, huh?
Yeah.
Tam,
Yes.
do you wake up in the morning?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's scary every time, though.
We're just, like I said, we're putting out them dice rolls, man.
I'll bring it up to everyone. I got this fun letter. It was like super late at night, and a flying snake came into my window. I had to break it because I couldn't open it. But I fixed it, so it's fine. We don't have to pay for it. I don't think. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's fine. It's a window. But yeah, a snake brought me a letter in the middle of the night.
A snake, you said.
It had wings.
Tam?
Next, you'll tell me pigs can fly.
Seems highly disturbing.
Okay, so Tam does make it through the night?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just nervous is all.
You're all good.
I'm the least nervous out of anybody. That's what's funny.
I'm actually just casually having fun with it. If it happens, it'd be... I know my character's going to be like the first one that finds you.
Okay, so if everyone's kind of like up in the morning and having breakfast together, I'm assuming that's where we're at then?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
pretty
rabbit
much, and-
with my packed lunch for the day. Thank you, Dad.
Okay.
You mind if we look at that letter there, Sir Basil?
Sure. I'm gonna go and check it out today because it's my day off
Oh,
from
that
the
seems
apothecary, so I might get money out of this.
it seems a bit suspicious. Let's take a moment to look at this. We don't want you
What's
to be
suspicious
getting
about a
hurt.
snake flying into your window like the middle of the night with a letter about
I
an
can-
opportunity?
I can name several reasons. I don't think I need to do it right now, but let's look this over real quick.
I don't
Harry,
know,
the
Mr.
most
Krause.
suspicious thing about this story is that you did not milk the snake for its venom.
It flew away before I could talk to it. It was a kind of a bummer, honestly. I thought about it, and then I thought it was polite to take the letter first, and then it flew away because the wings.
See, that is what makes me suspicious.
And as everybody is like sitting around talking to each other, are you in the common room again, or?
I'd assume so, because there's
Okay.
people
Yeah,
still
if they're
working
working,
downstairs,
yeah.
right?
So there is a fireplace in the common room here, up over here. You can see. So you all of a sudden like you hear something come like kind of like fluttering down the chimney of the fireplace and come whooshing out of the fireplace is a small little paper bird, and it like flies around in a couple big swoops in the room, and then it comes over and it glides and like along the floor and stops like kind of like as best as it can equidistant between Basil and Tam.
Oh, well,
It appears
I will-
for you two.
I look
I will
at Tim.
get
I
that.
got a letter last night, so this one's for you.
yes, I will get that. Yes. And
I'll pick it up and unfold it and see what it says.
So it is addressed to both Tamaran Rambatam Tambalam and Basil Globberpot.
Basil, this concerns you as well.
How many people know my name? First snakes, now a bird. Okay, sure.
I lean over to our good friend Cruz,
And I whisper, do you notice that they're using winged things to send messages to non-winged things?
Yeah, so I'm expecting that both of us will get the opposite, where we'll have just a random human come forward and give us a letter.
I thought you were
that's
gonna-
what's going to happen.
I'm gonna say snakes with hands.
Oh God, no!
So like the bird, after like it lands and like as Tam reaches to pick it up, it just like it becomes non-magical and it unfolds itself. And then it says like Tam's name and Basil's name, and written on it is a message. It says, Renair tells us that you and your friends are a good bet. He bought you tickets to the opera tonight at the Lightsinger Theater in the Sea Ward. If you are interested, meet Mert at intermission in his private box, Box C. Formal attire is required for attendance. And
Names their kid Mert.
and enclosed are tickets, 4 tickets, so for the entire party, for The Fall of Tiamat, which is an opera sung in Giant, describing the evil dragon queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons.
So, Basil, do you have formal wear?
Oh, it's so much. I have to go back to my parents' house, but yeah, I have a lot.
Yes. And Bruce, you always look dapper.
Well, thank you. I do pride myself on looking quite nice.
And Peach, your armor is fairly exquisite.
Yes, my father made sure it would be so.
Well, it looks like we all have formal wear then.
I don't know if I'd consider metal armor formal wear, personally.
But I formally wear it to destroy people.
Yes, that would work if you were, say, maybe a bodyguard for a noble or something, perhaps, but I don't know if that's exactly what they intended.
Or a bodyguard for a important elderly man.
I just give a wink over at Tam.
But you don't have like
Peach
a king.
tries to wink, but he can't, so he blinks both eyes.
But you don't have like a, I don't know, like a bar mitzvah, formal attire, or like a coming of age ceremony thing, or like a quinceañera dress, or like anything.
Well, I just came of age because I turned 3, and my father gave me a glaive of warning so that I would always know if something would attack me.
Like friends?
Why would friends attack me? You
I don't
are
know
not
what would
planning
attack
to
you.
attack me, are you?
No. Is the
Good.
glaive going off? Hold on.
I do recall that glaive has helped us quite a bit in the past.
Thank my father.
Perhaps we go to the opera tonight. Maybe without the glaive.
Oh dear.
That is a good response to that.
My father will not enjoy that.
I don't think we'll be needing it there, and I don't think they would let you in with it.
Yeah.
I shall consult.
Okay, so it's a general no weapons allowed policy with operas, I guess?
Yeah, they have like doormen who like check everyone.
Okay.
Would a bag of holding be inconspicuous enough?
Perhaps. Depends on where you have it.
Under my armor.
Yeah, because
they will also not allow armor.
Okay.
No weapons, because like if there's no weapons allowed, then you don't need armor.
True.
Like
Okay.
keep it.
Well, I
For-
better get
formal-
some clothes for my dad then.
formal clothes.
Could I pass my darts off as like something for a dart game?
No weapons.
Damn.
We're birds. We have talons. It's fine.
This is true, but no need to get our hands dirty.
Does it have to be like one of those things where it's like a super flat bag of holding, like how you sneak a camelback into a concert, like that type of thing?
Yeah, like it's entirely possible that some people may have like concealed weapons that they try to sneak in, but they have to be concealed to get past the people checking the door at the doors.
Because I can essentially I can take everything out of my bag of holding, reconstitute my bag of holding as like a different form factor instead of this like bulging backpack that I currently have, and then use that like underneath like an overcoat.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's what I'll spend my day doing, is essentially going to my parents' house, getting clothes, that stuff.
And perhaps we should go ahead, Sir Tam, and see about getting Peaches here a new set of attire for the event.
Yes, excellent.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
This is
that's
already a good start.
a
Continue.
great lead-in.
He's a barn owl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
barn owls technically are always decent because, they're not naked the same way that humanoids are naked.
I don't like where this is going personally, but continue.
Yeah, continue.
Is this a Winnie the Pooh? Are you gonna Winnie the Pooh us?
Winnie the Pooh has a shirt, not a bow tie, which was what I was going to suggest.
So nothing but a bow tie. Is
So
that where you're
just a bow
going?
tie.
Yeah.
I like
Isn't
it.
that good
Sexy
enough?
singles in your.
I was a sexy singles all along. No.
It was sexy.
I mean, how did my father dress me when I was growing up? Was I just running around as like a normal bird, or what? Did I have clothes? I don't know what the.
I think you would have had clothes.
Okay.
The question
I
is,
have
do
a-
you have anything for an
maybe
event
it's
like this?
like some kind of trouser and maybe like a vest.
Okay.
So like that has like wing holes cut in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I wouldn't be able to wear the cloak to this, because it'd probably make me look too damn suspicious.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think you can attend as the aviary even though it's at night.
No. I wouldn't. I wasn't going along those lines. I'd just be bringing the cloak for extra protection, but at the same time, I think I'd be giving up a lot of suspicious signs with that. So, yeah.
Well,
'Cause
I mean, you
they-
could wear a cloak, but then they might like take it and put it in the cloak room.
Yeah.
It is called a cloak room.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, but the point is I would have to take it off at some point,
Mm-hmm.
which would mean you guys would actually see an injury. So
What
we'll
if you
get to
had
that
a
when we
half-
get to that.
What if you have a half cloak? Like one of those half cape poncho things.
Yeah, because there'll definitely be lots of rich people like wearing capey things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Yeah,
say
like,
go full Western, full poncho.
Yeah.
like Ezio Auditore wears.
Yeah, that kind
like
of
the
stuff.
half. Yeah, like the half cape.
I mean, I could definitely do that, but the point is that it would definitely show an injury. So that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you guys would know it for in like lore and in game kind of thing. It's like, oh, okay, this is happening now.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I just go and tell my father I'm going to an opera tonight. He gets to have a fit about that, and I get something fancy to wear.
Okay. Yep. Your father would definitely be able to get you fancy clothes. Not a problem.
Yes, and I will go back to my home and pick out something nice.
All right, I shall. Shall we meet over at the theater then?
Yes.
So I think if I'm reading this right, I can make more than one bag of holding. Though I would have to get rid of, so I can essentially spread it out where if one of us gets caught with a bag of holding, someone else might still hold on to it. We like split up like weapons and armor, or we choose one or the other, or someone has all of one person's stuff and another person has all of the other person's stuff.
Who's
just throwing it
most
out there.
likely to get away with sneaking in something?
The most dexterous of us,
Uh,
probably me.
I have 16 decks.
Same actually. So
yeah. So 3 of us have 16 decks. Okay.
It's the charisma stuff. That's the thing I'm not.
oh
I don't
yeah,
think-
I'm bare
Sam has
minimum
all
on
the
that.
party's charisma.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's not Dex and it's deception, then it might be me.
Can I give Tam like a fanciful fanny pack, like a
His old man medicine kit.
yeah, like he's
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
have a
perfect.
little
You can pass it
thing
off as medicine.
for poultices to stay alive.
Oh my god. Jeez, he's like he's at his death's door.
He technically is. He rolls for it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I still have my daily use of Pass Without Trace.
This is true.
Can we attempt to pass without trace, like as fancy people sneaking in armor?
I think that's a bit too much of a.
Yeah.
Mm,
I
Yeah.
don't think it really works like that.
That's a no from me, dog.
I think you could get away with the bag of holding trick, maybe, but that'd probably be the most of it.
All right. So, Basil, are you just kind of like ignoring the snake note for now?
Well, it's one of those things where something more interesting came up.
Yeah.
So Basil immediately got distracted. Like he wants to go and actually, you know what? No. He has to go past the yawning portal to go to his parents' house. So he might stop in to just say like, "Hey, what's up?" and to inquire about it.
Okay.
That's fair.
Alone?
Yeah, it was
Yes, no.
probably.
If you're going that way anyway, I would like to go with you because my house is near there.
Oh,
So I have
yeah,
to go
that-
there
that
anyway,
works
so
too.
I'll go with you.
Okay. So Basil and Tam are gonna stop by the yawning portal to see what's up about that note.
Yeah, Basil just has a handful of like incredibly ornate, like green themed formal clothing that his parents have bought him over the course because he hasn't grown at all since like 10. So over the course of his life, very fancy boy clothing. Just walking down the street with Tam, and they'll go to the yawning portal.
All right. So, when you stop by the yawning portal, Yagra Stonefist, who was the half-orc woman who got punched in the face in the very first session,
Right, by
Yes,
those
she's
dudes
one
that
of
we
the
killed.
regulars. Yes.
sees Basil and Tam comes in and like clocks Basil right away and is like comes over and is like, hello, little sir. I believe have you come to answer my boss's message?
Is your boss? I unfurl the. I have to like I laboriate. I reach around the formal clothing to reach into like one of the pockets of the bag of holding. I like try to uncrumple a note. Is your boss Davil?
Yeah, Devil.
Then yeah.
All right, come over here. And she leads the both of you over towards a table in the somewhat in the middle, along the south side. And you see at least three people dressed in black leather armor that has some kind of flying snake insignia on it.
Familiar.
Yeah.
As we sit down, I just kind of like, can I get a juice, please?
Yes, and Durin, I will take my milk, please.
Juice and a milk for this very ominous meeting.
No, that's not ominous at all.
That is a hilarious visual of a small man-child and an elderly man sitting in a booth drinking juice and milk with all these like gangsta ass.
Yeah.
With armfuls of formal clothing. Very like
Dudes
dainty,
just-
fanciful boy.
Yeah. Both of you actually make history checks for me.
Sure.
Would this be a Waterdeep street smart?
Sure. Yes.
Check. Nice.
17 for me.
Probably one of the best rolls I've seen from you in a while, Baze.
Yeah, that hurts. It's great when you're a DM. You want to roll bad, but it sucks when you're a player.
That would be a 26.
Dang.
Yeah. So both of you recognize that these are definitely members of a organization that you kind of have come up against a little bit already, the Gentarum.
And you guys are missing your 2 front lines.
It's fine.
It's
Basil's
fine. It's totally
Basil
fine.
only kind of recognizes it, so he's just like humming, drinking the juice. So what's up?
And so Davil introduces himself and he's like, hello there. The name's Davil Starsong. Oh, excuse me.
It's okay. It's hard to make those voices. I understand.
I see you've come to answer the message I've sent you.
Yeah, I mean, you sent it in the middle of the night with a flying snake. Who wouldn't come?
Good. Then I've got your attention. See, the name Basil Globberpot has certainly gotten my attention of late. I've even heard tales of a little bit of your past, and that perhaps you've dealt with some people in ways that have made it seem like accidents.
I mean, not on purpose, which made them actual accidents, though. So, I mean, you're right, but there is... Yeah.
But you do make them seem like accidents, and we could use someone of your abilities. You see, my friends and I, we used to be part of an adventuring party called the Doom Raiders.
Ominous name.
Well, re-rated Dooms, the layers of liches.
It looks at Tam. Is that what they're called? Are they called Dooms?
I do believe so, yes.
That's so cool. All right, yeah. No, okay.
And so, although we have become part of a larger organization that has some power and renown in the city of Waterdeep, but we just help people in need. And he gives a wink.
Sexy singles in your area?
Oh, man.
I really wanted to respond like with sexy stuff. No,
Oh, my God.
Basil's like, okay, so what do you want from me? Is it like, do you want some of my potions, or do you want like how?
Well, if you'd be interested in helping out our organization in a formal manner, for you see, our organization has a little bit of infighting, as it were. But we also need to make sure that our power in the streets stays at a certain level. So if someone were to be able to, help us out every now and again, we could make sure that you could get some help when you need it.
Like with running a bar? Huh? Oh, okay. I just look at Tam. What do you think this is about, Mr. Tam?
And I'll look at what's his name again?
Davil.
Davil. Yeah, I'll look at Davil saying, yep.
I think I want to make it very clear that if we were to work for you, it would be fully freelance.
Well, if you're doing work for us, only one person of, has to be part of our organization. The rest can just be, freelance. But we're interested in young Mr. Basil there. And we would like to induct him into our organization.
I look at him again. Is this because I melted that dude with my vomit?
I think it's because you melted that dude with your vomit. Yes.
Oh, okay. That did come back to haunt me, huh? I, could you, I am. Oh, so what's in it for me? I guess is the question I have.
Sexy singles in your area.
Is this like a money thing, or is this another unpaid internship? Because I just got out of one of those.
There is definitely gold involved. And like I said, there's also the offer of if you do work for us, we can help you under certain circumstances. But yes, there's definitely gold involved.
Is this I have to do this before I leave this table type of opportunity, or is this I can think it over the next coming days? Because I kind of have like an opera thing to do tonight, and I really got to start, combing my hair because it's gonna get all over the place. I don't know.
Well, our first potential mission for you is a touch time sensitive. I will give you until dinner time 2 days from now to report back with your answer.
Okay. What do you? Are you just looking for, an alchemist?
We're looking for someone to do jobs for us.
Okay. So when I'm saying you need something specific, you say, "Well, I want you to do things." And I'm just asking, like, am I doing a thing in a room with beakers and vials, or am I going to a place and meeting a person and then having to do things there?
I prefer not to discuss any specifics until you give an answer.
Okay, yeah, okay. Listen.
But just know, there is gold involved. And I've heard that you're in the market for earning some more gold.
Yeah, no, I'm very poor right now. I think anyone can see that. I just motion towards my formal wear. Okay, all right, last question. How much gold?
An amount.
Because I did just land this pretty sweet job getting 2 gold a day, and that's kind of huge.
Well, I believe our first job for you, if you are successful, you and any friends that you have that help you would each receive 50 gold in payment.
I drop my clothes. Oh, okay. For just like a day of work?
Perhaps a night? Perhaps 2 nights?
Even less than a day.
Two
Dang, all right.
Perhaps 2 nights? I'm not quite sure how long it would may be involved for you to complete the job in full.
Well, all right. Well, yeah, 2 days, dinner time. Here?
Yes.
Or do you have like a shady back alley that you
No, you can come. You can just come back and find us here. We are here most days.
Okay. So just to clear this up, the lady that I saw first that introduced me, you guys are fighting, like infighting, which is why that dude punched her in the head that first night, right?
The person who punched her was of a rival organization.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. What? You know he's dead? I look at just look at him with full fear in my eyes.
Who knows what the status of that fellow is?
Oh no, he died.
Did he?
Should I say that out loud? Okay, no. Listen, we're getting real deep in the weeds here. I think this is 2 days dinner. I hop off the stool. Okay, great. I'm not gonna finish my juice. I immediately leave 1 gold on the table because I don't have anything smaller because that's what I was paid in. I pick up the formal wear. All right, Mr. Tam, we should go.
And I will slide out of the booth as Basil walks away, and I'll look back at Darrell.
Davil.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember his name.
Davil.
I'll look back at Davil and I'll pick up the coin that Basil left on the table. and I'll say,
Whether he does this or not is his choice. But I just want a guarantee from you. If he does do this, then none of this will come back on us.
That depends on what the rest of you get up to. We guarantee the safety of our own as long as no one betrays us.
I'm sure he will be forthcoming with his answer soon.
and I'll walk away.
Okay.
Basil's outside. Oh man, freelance work. I've never gotten freelance work before. That's crazy. How'd they know I vomited on that dude? Basil is just trying to discuss that on the way back.
I think possibly they know more than you think they might know.
Well, I did tell him that we took care of. How do they speak like that? That's so weird. The whole bakery thing. Because we definitely killed that. We definitely saw that guy go down to the floor. No, I'm not good at this.
Dispatched.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Yes. I read a lot of books.
I don't know. We do. I need the money, and then we could use the money, so I may do it. But I don't know about this whole becoming one of them thing because I just got garbage. The ghost light has just. I found a new home, so like I don't know if I need another new home now. So I don't know yet. Huh.
Well, it is your choice, Sir Basil.
Oh, okay. I don't really know too much about them. Are they like good guys or like okay guys or bad guys?
Yes.
Like how bad? Like killing family members bad or like picking puppies bad?
Yes.
Okay, no, this is you're saying yes to too many things. Are they
It's like listening to Pinocchio talk to Jiminy Cricket.
Are they okay? So like stealing candy from babies? Is that like?
Yeah.
They do that too. They do that too. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Man, I don't. Okay, you've thrown this for a loop. I was like, well, if they're just gonna poison a person that's like also a bad guy, and they're doing it with like infighting and it's poison for infighting, then I don't really care because I could do more poison research. But
to be fair, if they want you to poison someone, it is probably someone of ill repute.
Okay. So... Well, see, that's kind of morally what I'm looking for here. I hope they don't make me puke on a guy. I don't know if I can do that again. That was a lot. Right. Well, yeah.
Yes, but it was effective.
Yeah, devastating. It was devastatingly effective. I really didn't know I could do that. Really scared to do it again. Well, I guess we'll think it over at the opera.
Yes.
I got juice on one of these. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, that's basically the whole walk back is just asking questions about what could potentially go wrong.
And I'm assuming probably myself and Peaches would be at the opera before them or waiting outside.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would like to say when I went to my house to get my my formal wear, I also got myself a harness that I wear underneath my vest that I slot my spell book into. So it's kind of like under the vest, so it's kind of hidden.
Okay.
And I will take my dagger and put it in my boot.
Well, I give you a fanny pack. That's a bag of holding.
Then I'll put it in the bag holding.
And then I've transferred my bag of holding to it's like a super slim, it's like a single book bag on the back. That it's kind of like your book harness, but it's a full bag of holding. Like a file out, like the accordion files. Accordion files out to reach a hand in.
So I have a quick question for you, Shadowed.
Yep.
Is it possible that I can still get away with my scale mail underneath my clothing?
Probably not.
Even with the fact of medium armor master making it so like stealth rolls and shit like that wouldn't be messed with.
I mean, you could try.
Nah. Damn,
certainly
everyone's
tried.
least favorite thing to hear from a DM. Fine, it's fine. I'll go with no scale. I feel so naked. No cloak, no scale mail. Ooh.
I definitely would have like asked my father if he thinks I should attempt to bring a weapon into the opera because I trust him in all things and he has lived in the city for far longer than I have, so he knows what can be reasonably gotten away with. Um so what does he suggest in terms of, maybe skirting the law but not outright breaking it in terms of, being ready?
Hmm. I mean, yeah, you could try and wear like leather armor underneath your clothes or something.
Okay. It does look nice. So
So I'm assuming, like, with me and Peaches coming up together, and I'm just basically there, like, trying to help out because Peach is not used to this formal kind of occasion. So I'm like straightening up his tie, going ahead and making sure the suit coat's actually put on properly. Yes, you look quite dapper now.
I don't know if I enjoy it. It makes
It
me
it
look
is a
much.
little constricting at times, yes.
It makes me look larger and stronger than I actually am, and I do not like that.
Most people would prefer to be stronger, at least.
That's true, but it is best to be stronger without looking stronger. This is how you avoid the most fights.
Little of deception, I see.
Hmm.
Also, Cruz, I know earlier you were
Oh, I didn't know you were
concerned.
here yet.
he snuck
Go,
up on you with those old man powers.
go
Oh,
ahead.
I thought we had walked up.
I know you could go for it.
I thought we were all um
I know you were concerned earlier about not wearing any armor, but if it makes you feel better, I I have a spell that could give you some
Oh,
if the need arises.
well, let us hope that there is no need for such a thing.
I don't think it will, but I just want to set your mind at ease.
You
I
folks,
appreciate it, Sir Tam.
you folks are really paranoid at what might happen at this opera.
Listen,
Crazy.
I've played
For
so
me,
many
it's not
video
so
games.
much the worried about being protected. It's an old injury of mine that I prefer not showing. And then I kind of turn my back towards Tam and point at the base of my wings, which are very mangled. You
Oh,
see, I've lost the ability to fly properly like our other brethren here. It's not something I'm proud of, to say the least. We pride ourselves on our ability to soar the skies, but I am forever grounded now.
Oh,
Oh
that is
heavens!
unfortunate.
Peach kind of, how people reach an arm around to, hold someone comfortingly? He does that, but with his wing, so that your back is covered. And he goes,
There, how is that?
It's very nice. It reminds me of the younger days.
Our disguise is complete.
So it is. Shall we progress to the theater, gentlemen?
Basil's walking down the stairs. Full fancy boy. Like the full combed hair, uh, cravats, the like cropped pants, and because halflings they're not really shoe people. The buckles are on the calf sock instead. Um, and has like powdered powdered face with like rose blush on
oh my
because
god.
that's what his parents told him to do all the time. So he's like, I'm ready for the opera.
You
Yes.
seem a little overdressed for the occasion, but I admire the effort, Sir
I
Basil.
said formal wear. Is this not?
It's a little
Am I not
much.
formal enough?
It's
Oh.
it's a little much, but I think it'll do just fine comparatively to what your normal attire is.
Do I need to get the long coat as well? The long coat has much more embellishing on it.
No. I think you're perfectly fine as you are. Please, let us go and make haste to the theater. I don't want us to be late.
Okay.
All right. You find your way to Light Singer Theater, which is a high-end establishment located in the Castle Ward. And as you come up to it, you see that there is upon its exterior, there is fancy carpet rolled out down along the block past the building, and um uh like barriers set up that look to be coated with gold paint that kind of form a queue, and it leads past a box office window outside that's on the outside face of the building next to a very grand doorway. And so you enter the queue, and eventually you're able to come up to the box office window, give your tickets, which I assume you do. Does anyone have anything else that they want to inject before I continue on with my description?
Did any of you bring the tickets?
Yes, I have them right here.
Oh, great, yes.
Tam, they were addressed to you.
I had a
He's
feeling one
old.
of us would forget, so I figured I'd grab them off the table before we left.
Oh, fantastic. Good work, Mr. Cruz.
Thank you. And then I just hand each person one of the tickets. I don't think it matters, right? It's not like it's addressed by individual, right?
There's a bespectacled, pretty tiefling woman inside the box office, and she accepts the tickets, and she thumbs over, counting, make sure she sees 4 tickets, and she looks and sees 4 of you in your party, and she kind of ever so slightly raises her eyebrow as she looks at what you're all wearing.
Give a very elaborate bow.
And she taps them down, and she says, go ahead. And then you come over to the doorway, and there are 2 one very large human man and 1 half-orc man at the doorway, and the human man says, "All right, arms out, feet apart."
All right,
At least he covers his mouth when he coughs at us. That's nice.
I'll go ahead and take the lead on that and just do exactly as he says.
And they kind of give each of you a brief pat down. And they notice that each of you is not wearing solely only formal attire. And so then when they whichever one is doing this, when they notice this after they're done, they hold out their hand.
I will put 1 gold in his hand.
Okay, and he'll take the gold and nod and let you in.
Oh, Peach understands. Peach picks up what Tam puts down. Okay, I see.
Literally goes back and grabs the gold out of the guy's hand.
Not that kind of picking up what he's putting down.
Although, in another world he might, but in this one he also puts in a gold.
I literally have nothing.
And so
everyone else has been trying to sneak stuff in. I have nothing that's sneaking in.
And so the half orc kind of flashes a slightly a smile that's missing some teeth, and as if he's and wasn't expecting a whole gold piece, and waves you through.
Just Tam, or?
Well, that was the half orc dealing with Peach.
Oh, okay. Do we all have to pass this barrier of entry?
Yes.
I'm so fancy though.
Come on, dude. I have
I'm so
literally
fancy.
nothing on me. You're gonna make me.
Well, okay. If you have nothing, then they look a little dejected, and they're like, and just kind of like nod.
Weren't you just the one that said, let's not go you guys are so suspicious of this thing. You really don't need to bring stuff. And now we have the NPCs dejected because I didn't have it, so they don't have a reason to freaking ask for a bribe.
We live
I
in a
look-
society, man.
I look forlornly at my last gold piece because I had used one to pay for juice.
I go ahead and give them a gold and 5 silver and say, let both of us pass.
And the human man is just like, oh, very, very well, gentlemen. And he like kind of gives a bit of a bow and motions for you to go in.
Deep bow back. So deep.
You're not used to these formal engagements here, are you, Sir Basil?
Well, I mean, I'm used to. This isn't really formal. This is like actually pretty casual as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I don't know.
I
Well, weird.
see. Well, you don't have to bow so deep, believe me.
Oh no, you do. My parents told me, and they made me do it a lot. To the guild elders. Yeah,
Right.
no, it's a lot.
Interesting.
So you're able to go in, and you're escorted to your seats, which, based on your tickets, were in like the second. What's the word I'm looking for?
Balcony.
The second balcony.
Mezzanine?
Yeah, the second balcony. So not exactly great seats, but suitable. And the opera begins. Does anyone understand giant?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
That's a big old nope.
So you all just
We're just hearing these loud sounds. Oh.
Yeah. So um the first part of the play, uh you watch it. You can tell me how you wish, how you think you would receive this opera about heroes trying to defeat Tiamat from coming into the prime material plane at the Well of Dragons. And the intermission happens kind of like right before a climactic event. And you know that you're supposed to try and meet Mert at intermission. Then find him in box C. Oh,
Basil is crying. Full tears. It's
Wait.
beautiful.
Oh. So this is insight, you said?
well,
I just rolled insight to see if Basil could figure out what was going on.
I didn't ask for anything. I was just saying, like, you guys can decide on like how you think you would react to the opera.
I left it up to the dice.
Yeah, I did too. Only I just rolled a straight d20, and I got an 11, which means I just barely stayed awake. 10 was the cutoff that I was going to fall asleep during the performance.
We heard like the beginning of one snore. You know that like really deep breath that you take right before you're about to pass out? It's that beginning of a snore. And
Yeah.
Basil's like, it's gonna be the best moment, Tam. You can't fall asleep.
Look at us. Birds of a feather.
Peach is a barn owl, so his hearing is unbelievably sensitive. As a result, he spends the entire opera doing this to his face because barn owls' ears are on their faces. So, to people who don't know the anatomy, it seems like he's very moved and just doing this, but in reality, he's just absolutely overwhelmed with how he's just being blasted with sound waves.
I'm just going ahead and I'm sitting there just watching it patiently, and then I turn over to see the rest of you guys' reactions. Like, I've seen better plays, honestly.
Full weeping. That face powder has like clumped up and is smearing.
Oh no, baby, no!
It looks very bad.
You
I
need
go ahead
aesthetic
and
spray.
I take out a handkerchief and hand it over to Basil.
Basil does the full like wipe, smearing it all, and then blowing his nose, and then handing it back. Thank you.
And then I just say, you can keep that one.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll just tucks it in like the front pocket.
So, do you go to find Mert?
Yeah, I guess
Yes,
we'll
we
wander
do.
over and do that.
All right.
At halftime.
I'll just do
Go
that.
find.
I'll do that and explain his whole thing, and then we'll finish.
Fair
Um,
enough.
so, you make your way over to Box C, in which you find. Where's my description here? A kind of slightly past middle age, older, girthy man. With a big kind of like mutton chops and a big bushy mustache and wearing a fancy hat.
Sexy singles in your.
um, and he turns around in his seat when he hears the door behind him, and he stands up, and you can see that he has like he's definitely past his prime, and he says, welcome, good chaps, good friends. I see that you got the message from our organization, which is interested in employing you.
Mert, I presume.
Yes. Oh, yes. Of course. I'm quite sorry. I am Mert, formerly known as Mert the Merciless or the Old Wolf. Nowadays, I am a politician here in the city of Waterdeep. I'm a close advisor of the Open Lord, Laryl Silverhand. But I am also a part of an organization called the Harpers.
Yes.
And from what we've heard, Tamaran and Basil, we thought that you might be worthwhile possible recruits for the organization, as we are often the organization is often those who know the arcane arts, wizards, bards, artificers, and so forth.
I look at him again. Is this because I vomited on that guy?
Possibly, yes.
What is that? One act just totally throws your whole life off balance. It's so crazy. Hey, my name's Basil
Yes.
Clobberpot. I do the deep bow.
Yes, it's funny how one thing can change the entire trajectory of your life. Anyway, Mert, you were saying.
Yes, I'm afraid that we haven't heard much of the other two friends of yours who are here with us. I'm not quite sure of where their allegiances may lie, but I know that Tamarin and Basil, that, well, from what I'm told, that you have the qualities that the Harpers might be looking for.
Well, I can certainly vouch for our two aviary friends.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, they're way more competent than me at pretty much most of the things in everyday life, with the exception of with the exception of making good. They're very good people.
Thanks for the compliment, Basil.
I'm trying to not imply that I poison people. Whoops.
You let that. You gotta learn to let that not slip.
I accidentally Listen, I'm trying to learn.
Well,
I'll
as long
put
as
my hand
you're...
out.
Oh,
I'll put
sorry.
my hand out towards Mert and I'll say,
He's very good at what he does.
Yes. Well, as long as you are committed to the forces of good. For you see, if you don't happen to know, the Harpers, we generally see ourselves as altruists who prefer to work behind the scenes when we can to keep the power out of the hands of evil tyrants. And now you see, come to suspect that the gang war between the Xanathar Guild and the Gentarum is responsible for the recent escalation in violence in Waterdeep. So we're trying to gain new members so that we can have people who are able to suss out any of goings on between the two groups to make sure that things don't boil over.
Yes. And what exactly what would be the details of what we would be doing?
Well, if you accept the offer to join the Harpers, then you become a member of the Harpers, and I have news of a first mission that we could have you do, which um, which which unfortunately I must tell you does not um, have any monetary reward to begin with, but as you prove yourselves and do more for us down the line, will certainly become in great rewards down the line.
Hmm. Yes.
You
Well,
want me to poison people?
Not to begin with, but if you
Okay,
happen
but that's not a no. You
that
heard it too,
no,
right?
it's not a no.
Okay, all right. I see where this is going. I don't know. I look back at Gross and Peach. I'm like, so what do you guys think?
We are not the ones involved with this decision as you guys are, so I would
Hey, they sent the 4 tickets, and if we're doing something,
Well,
you know,
if Tamarin vouches for you, then any of you can accept the offer.
Peach puts his hand on Basil's shoulder and says, "Do not worry. Whatever you do, we shall protect you from your mistakes."
the safety net I always needed.
If
Basil fully calms down.
if you do happen to require time to think it over, then I only ask that you come and find me at my manor within the next 3 days or so, and then we can do any more formalities then.
Is there any other information you could possibly give us to make the decision a little easier on this?
Sexy singles in your ear. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Reaches into the vest and pulls out a flyer that just says "sexy singles in your area."
At this juncture, I do not think so.
Well, that will definitely make the decision more difficult for all of us. I'm assuming that multiple parties will be reaching out to us at this rate. So, if you're not forthcoming, I cannot guarantee that we'll be able to guarantee us coming back, as it were.
I'm sorry, just to clarify real quick. So you just want us to do a thing for you, and you want our answer in the next 3 days, and that thing is most likely relating to this gang war that the Zentrum and Xanathar guilds are fighting, right?
Correct.
And that's it. That's all we know. Okay. All right. Okay.
All I
we're gonna
ask
go
is
back to
for
our
a
box
more
now.
informed decision, that is all.
As we leave, Peach leans down and whispers to Basil, "Think of it as being hired by the city guard, except they will not commit city guard violence on us."
I'll whisper back to Peach. I actually got another offer for work, and I was gonna tell you guys about it after the opera, but this kind of is gonna force my hand. But I want to do it mid opera because it's kind of we gotta talk after this to see which way we kind of want to fall. There's a lot.
All right, and I think that is a good point where we will end this session.
Good session, everybody.
Good session. Good session.
Good job today, Shadow. There was a lot of NPCs you had to voice today.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was a lot more role playing of the specifics than I was expecting.
That's the fun part.
I was expecting.
I'll be
us...
honest. I was kind of hoping Basil would ask me like, "These Harper guys, do they kick puppies?"
I was going to, and then Peach
No.
initiated a conversation, so I'm probably going to ask him about it on the walk back from the opera.
Peach is 100% going to be like, "Don't worry, I'll ask my dad who these people are, and then we're going to get a dad influence decision."
Which is probably going to be a no.
Say no to both of them. Forget it. Although dad does have his own design, so who knows. Also, the birds have not gotten any special gang letters yet, so...
Not yet.
Yeah, exactly. Not yet, so let's wait.
Hey, you guys really got to vomit on some people. I'm telling you, it works. Just do a quick vomit. Apparently, they don't know what hit them, and everyone wants a piece of you.
I'm a barn owl. I cough up pellets. The vomit thing won't work for me.
Fair.
Yeah, if
Also,
anything, we'd just be feeding the young.
Yeah, in fact... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If I was Peach's dad and he came to me and said, "I got an offer to be in the Harpers," knowing what I know, knowing the little bit I know about Peach's dad, I would be like, "Yes, absolutely, be in that, man on the inside. Hell yeah."
My father would never have such motives. Excuse you.
No, never.
He is an upright, sterling, incredible man who deserves only our admiration.
Yeah, we got through 2 of the organizations reaching out to characters. Hopefully next time we get through the next 3.
Oh.
3? Oh.
Dang. All right.
Well, to be fair, like
for our
the
bird
invitations
folk
were like
friends.
the last hour or so.
Yeah, I felt a little bit like the bell at the ball, and that was weird.
I mean, the first 2 hours was literally home improvement.
Yeah. It was Monopoly figuring that out, so I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
See, I thought that was going to take forever. I thought it was going to take forever to like nail down the specifics, but we kind of cranked through it.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely could have taken longer, but you know, I think we got through it in good time.
Yep. And we had fun along the way, and that's what really matters.
Oh yeah.
So now we just have to keep track of 10 days of,
Yes.
of how things progress with the business, the renovations, and then the business.
Yeah, this is the
Second day.
Second day of the renovation, so we still have 1 more after this.
The night of the second day.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
I cannot wait for a snake with human feet to show up to our banner and be like, "Hey, birds, want to be recruited?"
How could we not with that approach?
No, there will be no snake.
There won't be any more snakes. Aww.
There will be a knight.
A knight.
A knight.
Wait. Is it like just straight up a human knight?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. He needs to come in next so I can turn over to Peach is like, "I told you."
Yeah.
The visor comes up and it's a snake.
Oh no, that's the worst. No.
Yes, to be a little spoilery, there will be a knight who shows up to talk to someone. And
that's so cool. Is he going to be on a horse or she? Women can be knights too.
This is true.
And someone may also receive a telepathic message.
Rude. Rude. That's gonna be really funny. We're all gonna be chilling out of the manor, and then suddenly a character is just gonna go, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Right.
Please let it be Basil.
Yeah.
He's just freaking out in the manor, just like, "What's going on? They're talking in my head."
I was eating some strange herbs like I always do, and suddenly a voice appeared in my head.
All right. Well, um, Drew, do you have any closing thoughts about tonight's session and anything you want to plug?
Oh, I had a ball tonight. Yeah, it was great. And yeah, everybody's right. Like we got through the fixing the house in pretty good time, I think. And then I kind of enjoyed just like the stupid kind of going to get dressed up kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's just fun. Like the fighting and stuff is fun to do, but sometimes that's fun to do too. So, but yeah, I had a great time tonight. I love playing with you guys. It's always fun. Um, you can find me over at twitch.tv/Drew the Damager on Tuesday and Sunday nights, where I play video games. And sometimes I talk about
Mm-hmm.
this game right here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good stuff.
And sometimes Tilted is there, and sometimes Shattered is there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Yeah,
hanging.
you two need to step up your game. Where the heck are you?
I'm often hanging out in Drew's streams. That is correct. Okay. And Tilted, your thoughts
Yes.
on tonight and
So
yeah.
this was fantastic. I had a great time. I loved all the single conversations we got to have tonight. It was great. Like me and Drew got so many individual conversations that were just hilarious. And I know it did screw up a bit of your like trying to transition, but having the 10-minute segue of Twilight themed D&D book,
We got canonized lore out of that.
it was great because it also confirmed that the reason why you hate bards so much. It was great. On top of that,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry I put that into your lore, Drew.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. No,
Nah, it's
that's fine.
perfect. I also incredibly enjoyed Basil's antics as always. He's just constantly a little gremlin of chaos, and it's amazing. I just love, like, I wasn't even part of the whole scene with Drew and Hoods just talking about how you got brought into this in the first place. Just the whole thing with you vomiting on them is hilarious. And although I didn't get a lot of time to like talk specifically with Peaches today, it's always great to see Peaches. Their character is amazing. It's fun. And Shadow, like I said earlier, you did fantastic with all the NPCs. Like it is really hard. Like I've only done DMing so much myself, but it is really hard to get voices for everything and make the personalities stick out. So he did a really good job with that. So I just want to commend you on that.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the point where like you're going to have to like come back to like talk to some of these NPCs again, and it's like, will I remember the voice?
Here's a fun trick. If you, the perfect thing is I only have 4 voices, so like I can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Right? If it's an old gruff dude, it's gonna be old gruff dude voice. Like we're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, I had a great time with this session. It's been like, I feel like this particular group has been like 80% RP and then 20% combat. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Like, having a little combat sprinkled in here and there is nice. And that might change because there might be a very combat focused sessions, but it was great. I had a good time. You can find me over at twitch.tv/tilted gaming with a 1 instead of the I on the first I. You can also find me on Twitter with basically the exact same handle, only that both the I's are 1s because, God forbid, I can't get a name that doesn't have 1s in them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks again, guys. It's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just to kind of make a note that like I think this adventure module overall, especially the first half, is very RP heavy. It's kind of like front loaded with RP stuff. And then like the back half starts to become a bit more like there are some combating encounters, but even then the adventure module overhaul is more RP heavy, I think, as
Plus,
opposed to the follow-up adventure, Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which is like dungeon delving, lots of combat, exploring. Yeah.
it sets
It's
up
good.
stakes and it allows players to get to know the other characters and all that
Mhm.
stuff. I think that our
Yeah.
the fact that we're doing a lot of RP is also a getting to know you phase, but also B, it like we're settling into forms in hit my microphone forms in the group, and that's like the perfect thing. That's exactly what you want.
And it kind of just like gets the idea of like a group of random people slowly getting together and actually forming some sort of ragtag friendship. So they're slowly beginning to trust each other more and build off of that.
Mm-hmm. And Hoodie?
I always have fun. I enjoy playing characters that are just, I don't know, so uniquely themselves. And I thought I was going to miss Isol. I'm so glad I found Basil. It's kind of like just the other side of the coin of getting to be this person that has been so sheltered. Unlike Isol, where that manifested with emotionlessness, this is like a fully just competent human being who doesn't know anything about anything. In the same vein of like Peach, but like Peach has infinite trust in somebody and Basil does not, and it's fun to see how those like paths diverge. So I really enjoy that. Great moments with absolutely everyone. I like the RP. I like figuring out how the characters fit together. I like that stuff a lot, and I force it into my D&D, and I feel bad because I don't know if my players, they've never told me about it. I don't know if my players want more combat, but I enjoy forcing these hard RP situations on them. You can find me occasionally when I go back to streaming on Oh My God, Truck at Twitch. Here, you're already on the site. I don't need to do anything extra. All capital letters. Oh My God, Truck. It's scary. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. And Yoy?
I love being my stupid owl son.
Great.
And I love being with this unbelievably chaotically glorious group. I apologize deeply for sexy singles in your area.
No,
Oh,
that's great.
I-
It's going to become a
but-
recurring line here.
See, like by the end of the session, it just didn't face me at all.
Sexy singles in your area, we have ghosts, and ham hating Twilight is just like they're all a perfect trifecta.
Yeah.
Liff has got gains, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot our ghost got ripped. That's very important.
I gotta write that down as canon. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's not canon. He can't change. He's a ghost.
Ghost is shredded. Alright, it's canon now. I can't do anything about it.
When we do like the final like picture, like graduation picture of all our characters in season 1 versus the final season, we need to have like skinny Liff and then ripped Liff, even though he literally changed from one session to the next.
We call him Lift now.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. The session's great. I love, and again, like just echoing what Hoodie and the others have said, I love the RP sections of this entire adventure. I think it's a great way of, again, both settling into character and getting the overall vibe of the group dynamic. And yeah, since we seem to be gelling along really well, the way sexy singles and areas do,
That's right.
I feel like only good things can come from here.
Yep.
I feel like if this was a podcast, the episode name would be "Sexy Singles in Your Area."
Yeah.
That's right.
Of
Yep.
this episode.
Yep.
Liv was the sexy single in our area all along.
And last week's is "Oh God, Aldaris is dead."
Yeah.
Confirmed section canon of my notes now, where I will be writing all this stuff down.
And I kind of like that like I'm not trying to come up with titles for each like session beforehand, because it's so much funnier when things like that like come up organically during the session.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have, of course, am a Shadow Mage. You can find me at my stuff with the link tree from the command in the chat, which I put in for all of the Shadow Crew there. You can find links to all of our stuff.
Ooh, you got a link tree?
Yes.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
I
Yeah.
love
So fancy.
I have been streaming Baldur's Gate 3 lately. I usually stream on Friday and or Saturday evenings late. Um, so if you're ever looking for a very chill stream to come hang out in on a Friday or a very late Friday or Saturday night, where I'm usually just sitting there thinking about what am I going to do next in this battle, or what spells do I choose for Gale. That's where you can find me. Otherwise, thank you to Arvid Elleron for hosting our campaign on his channel. You can find all of Arv's stuff, or at least most of it, if you do Arv things in chat, like I just did. Other than that, we like to acknowledge BLM for Black Lives Matter. Oh, yeah. And exclamation point help now for mental health assistance, and exclamation point Ukraine for support of Ukraine in the ongoing war. But other than that, I think that takes us to the end, and we'll just go into our outro. Unless am I missing anything? Anyone?
Did you have a good time? Because we didn't hear what you thought.
Oh yeah, I mean I always have a good time. I mean,
Quick, hold the DM hostage. Did you have a good time?
Tell us right now.
it's very rarely that I don't have a good time.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks to everyone in chat who stopped by. Thanks to the kids that are asleep for the raid.
Mhm.
We should be back in 2 weeks, so come back then. All right. Have a good night,
With
everyone.
more shenanigans.
Yay! And sexy singles.
That's
Bye.
right. Bye.